Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days. Quickly, before Commissioner Yormark joins us on stage, he's going to provide some remarks to kick things off, and then we'll open it up for a Q&A. We will have mic runners in the audience, so just raise your hand if you have a question when you get to that point. Please also state your name and affiliation when it's your turn. Thanks. And with that, I'd like to welcome Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark to the stage.
Thank you, Rachel. So before I get started, my kids called me this morning and they reminded me that this is my 4th Media Days. And they said, Dad, if you had trademarked that line you gave 4 years ago, you might not be working right now, which was the open for business. How many of you were here for that, for my first one? Okay. Well, glad to have you back, and let's get started. Welcome to the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days. It's great to be back at the home of the Dallas Cowboys, and I want to thank the Jones family and the Cowboys organization for hosting us. They do a terrific job for all of us. I also want to thank our broadcast partners, ESPN, Fox, and TNT, who continue to make this league a priority. I also want to thank our many ADs that are here today, our VIP guests, along with every member of the media for being here and for your continued coverage of our conference. All of you do a great job, and thank you. I also want to send out a huge thank you to the entire Big 12 Conference staff for all their hard work. This is an enormous effort, and they do a great job. And lastly, I am grateful to our partners at Monster Energy for their support of today's event. It's an exciting time to be in Dallas as the city takes center stage during the FIFA World Cup. I am grateful I had the opportunity to experience the excitement in person yesterday in Arlington. Football meets football is the theme of our media days this year. Like football, college football is about identity, community, and connection. The energy of packed stadiums and traditions that define each team. To help us kick things off, I'd like to welcome Dan Hunt, North Texas FIFA World Cup Organizing Committee co-chair and FC Dallas president, to the stage. We're going to do a little gift exchange. Dan, thank you for being here and for your leadership and vision. Football meets football is about a shared passion across sports. Let's take a look at how that comes to life at the Big 12.
From Saturdays in America
to the world's most iconic stadiums.
Different teams.
Different traditions.
Different languages.
But passion
needs no translation.
The energy.
The pride.
The rituals that unite us.
From Dallas
to London.
The game evolves.
The stage gets bigger.
Today, the stage is 4,000 miles away.
Because no matter where you are,
no matter what game you play,
the love of sports
is universal.
Football. Football. Different games.
Same passion.
One conference.
A global stage.
Where football
meets football.
The Big 12 aims to be the most globally relevant conference in college athletics. We opened last season in Ireland and will play 2 international games this fall, including TCU opening the season in Dublin and Arizona State and Kansas, competing in the first ever college game at iconic Wembley Stadium. In fact, Fox Big Noon Kickoff will take their show international for the first time and join us at the Union Jack Classic. Wherever Jordan Bazan is, I want to thank him because that's a big deal for this conference. And we thank Fox for their continued support. 14% of our student athletes come from outside the U.S. 6 of our 16 institutions have campuses outside the U.S., including Arizona State's new campus in London, opening this fall. Our brand of football travels. It's fast, it's dynamic, and it's exciting, and it resonates beyond our borders. The Big 12 proved to be the deepest and most competitive in the country last year, with more late-game drama than any other conference, and the metrics show that. Our championship game drew more than 85,000 fans, the most attended in Power 4 history, with game viewership up 39%. We had a conference record 38 NFL draft selections, including 11 in the first 2 rounds. And while football is a powerful driver, I'm incredibly proud of what our student athletes, coaches, and administrators have accomplished across all of our sports. In basketball, we had a conference record tying 8 NCAA tournament selections for both men's and women's. 9 of our men's players were selected in the first round of this year's NBA draft, a conference record, including the number 1 and number 2 picks overall. On the women's side, 5 players were selected in the WNBA draft, highlighted by the number 2 pick overall. We set a conference record in team sports, with 99 teams advancing to NCAA postseason play this past year, including record-setting representation in soccer, volleyball, lacrosse, softball, golf, and tennis. Every school in this conference earned a postseason appearance this year, underscoring our shared commitment to excellence and competing at the highest levels. We will continue our commitment to growing Olympic sports and are excited to host our second Media Days for volleyball and debut an in-season challenge for the first time this fall. To put a bow on this year's competition, I'm excited to announce the recipient of the inaugural All-State Commissioner's Cup and winner of the All-State Big 12 Championship Series. This award honors the Big 12 program that excelled both athletically and academically throughout the year. This year's winner, Arizona. I want to congratulate President Garamella, Athletic Director Desiree Reed-Francois, and all the great University of Arizona student athletes. Let's give them a hand, please. Desiree and Arizona. Thank you. In addition to receiving the Commissioner's Cup trophy, Arizona will receive a scholarship donation from All-State in recognition of this great achievement. I also want to recognize the recipients of the 4th annual Bob Bowlesby Award, given to student athletes who exemplify leadership and achievement both on and off the field. This year's honorees are Johnny Kulo from Arizona State swimming and diving, Olivia Miles from TCU women's basketball, and Juliet Laraquente Hubner from Cincinnati track and field. Congratulations to each of you. Let's give them a hand. It was also a great year for the Big 12 off the field and court. This is my 4th Media Days, and I've always viewed our path forward in 3 phases: stabilize, build, and grow. We are now in full growth mode. And one of our top priorities is to create value for our member institutions. Sponsorship revenue this year was up 182%. And in the coming weeks, we will share more news to continue that momentum. But today, I have a very special announcement. Last year, we entered a partnership with Monster Energy to be the official energy drink of the Big 12. And today, we build on that with Monster Energy becoming the entitlement partner of Big 12 football and Big 12 basketball regular seasons. Monster Energy represents drive, edge, ambition, qualities that mirror our student athletes and the Big 12 Conference. Our multi-year partnership is a first of its kind, built on the right brand and cultural alignment. Monster Energy is the #1 energy drink domestically and will take this conference to places it has not been before. The global nature of who they are aligns with our global aspirations. Monster Energy is sold in approximately 159 countries. During the regular season, Big 12 football, men's and women's basketball will be branded as Monster Energy Big 12 football and Monster Energy Big 12 basketball for all conference-controlled assets and platforms. A co-branded Monster Energy and Big 12 Conference logo will be featured on football and basketball jerseys, fields, and courts, with additional integration across conference digital and social media channels. Mitch Covington, Monster Energy's Global Chief Partnership Officer, is here with us today to celebrate this partnership along with his colleagues. Mitch, please stand up. Mitch, we've been friends. Let's give Mitch a big hand, please. I have been friends for years and appreciate your growing support of the Big 12 Conference. Trust me when I say this to you, we will deliver big for you and Monster Energy. Thank you for everything. Mitch will be available today if any of you have any questions regarding our partnership. As we turn the page to the upcoming football season, our momentum continues to build as we remain patiently aggressive in everything we do. We're excited to welcome 4 new football coaches this year: Colin Klein at Kansas State, Eric Morris at Oklahoma State, Jimmy Rogers at Iowa State, and Morgan Scalley at Utah. The Big 12 again will be the conference of quarterbacks, with 6 returning starters and one of the strongest portal classes in the country at the position. Our competitive depth will fuel another exciting run to the Big 12 championship at AT&T Stadium in Arlington and position multiple Big 12 programs firmly in the college football conversation, playoff conversation. We will also use our championship game to celebrate America 250. This fall, we'll also introduce live replay review conversations, building on live replay center look-ins that were introduced last year. And we will also open a new replay operations center in 2027, as previously announced. We'll continue to strengthen our partnership with the NFL, further developing our 4 core principles of officiating, flag football, international growth, and driving innovation across all levels of the game. Over the next 12 months, I look forward to working with my fellow P4 commissioners on issues that affect all of us, including the future of a college football playoff. We've begun formal discussions around expansion and the right format moving forward. I've said it before, more access is needed, as too many great teams are still left out. I've also said before, we still need to work through the economics and scheduling and address any unintended consequences. There's been a lot of movement on the Hill. I want to applaud Senators Cruz and Cantwell for introducing the Protect College Sports Act. This bipartisan legislation represents an important step toward a more consistent national approach, providing a strong foundation for greater stability, clearer standards, and meaningful protections for our student athletes. I plan on being on the Hill next week to have further discussions regarding the bill and its refinement. We just completed year 1 of the College Sports Commission, And like any startup, there have been challenges. However, I'm encouraged by the foundation in place and the discussions around the adjustments we are addressing for year 2. I also want to commend Charlie Baker and the NCAA as they embrace reform in key areas, including eligibility and tampering, reflecting the broader changes shaping college athletics. Sports betting remains an industry-wide concern. We are extending our partnership with IC360 to monitor activity and expand education and support for our student athletes. There has never been a better time than right now to be part of this conference. We look forward to moving ahead as 16 strong and leveraging our scale and collective influence within college athletics to deliver monster moments all year long. Our conference goal is to be great every day for our student athletes and for our member institutions. I want to thank you all for being here, and I'll take some questions. Thank you.
Third row, over here.
Hi, Commissioner. I'm Jerry Ramirez from RedRaidersports.com. I was wondering.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm always excited to be here.
Well, I'm thrilled you're here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Just curious if, throughout the Brendan Sorsby situation, if you supported Texas Tech at any point throughout that, and if that changed, what may have caused you to change your mind on that?
Let me start off by saying I appreciate the question. I appreciate other questions that are probably going to come forth today. Today is not the time to address that issue. Today is about celebrating the upcoming football season and celebrating our 16 schools. But I appreciate the question, so thank you.
All right, we'll go front row here.
Hey, Commissioner. Nick Hamilton, media. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? Good.
Wanted to ask you mentioned about expansion and being able to obviously expand the conference and obviously the game of college football. What steps do you need to take to be able to expand but not have an overkill and be able to get on one accord with the rest of the conferences to be able to try to make that happen?
Are you talking about expansion from a standpoint of member institutions? Is that the question?
Institutions, yes.
Okay, so the only way I'm going to address that is I love the makeup of our conference right now. You know, you think about the composition of the Big 12, we've added 8 institutions over the last 3 to 4 years, okay? It's taken a lot of time and effort to build cohesion. I think we're finally there. I don't think as a conference we're the best version of ourselves. We've got some work to still do, but we're well on our way. And as I said in my closing comments, there's never been a better time to be part of this conference than right now. But thank you for the question.
Over here in the blue.
Hey, Mr. Commissioner Hutchins from the Quad City Times. How important is it for Big 12 schools to continue playing out-of-conference rivalry games in football? And does that change if you go to a 10-game schedule?
I'm sorry, can you say that again? I didn't hear that. Just speak into the mic a little bit more.
Yeah. How important is it to continue playing out-of-conference rivalry games?
Well, I think out-of-conference is important. You know, Scott Draper all the time. And we'll continue to discuss that on a go-forward basis. You mentioned something about 10 conference games, or no?
How does it, does that change? If you go to 10 games, does it change the willingness to play out-of-conference rivalry games?
Well, listen, as it relates to 10 conference games, it's something I brought up at the spring business meetings, and that will be predicated on where we end up or not in the college football playoff expansion. All those variables are interconnected, if you will, and we'll address them when we need to. But out-of-conference games are critically important.
This gentleman here in the second row.
Good morning, Commissioner. AP Stead of AP.
Nice to see you.
Yes, sir. Commissioner, what did you learn about the evaluation process for the college football playoff that you want to tell your member institutions? And what are your feelings about the college football playoff and the number of teams that are involved at this point?
Well, the college football playoff obviously is something that's been top of mind for me for quite some time, and we've talked about different formats and how do you expand it or not, and that work really in earnest is starting now. I just returned a few weeks ago from Colorado, where the management committee came together and we started discussing what the possibilities might look like. And as I said in my opening comments, we need more access. I'm a firm believer in that. The Big 12 is a firm believer in that. Where that takes us, I can't tell you today. I don't have a crystal ball. But I want more access. And I think that's the right thing for us to consider. And we're doing the appropriate due diligence right now. But thank you for your question.
Gentleman in the back.
Mitch Harper, KSL Sports. Brett, sorry, get a little bit of feedback. You mentioned international games and things like that. What other locations or how big of a role is international play going to be in the league going forward?
Well, I mean, I've said it before, and I'm on the record. You know, we have global ambitions as a conference. Obviously, we're playing 2 games overseas this year. 14% of our student athletes come from outside this country, and 6 of our 16 institutions have campuses outside of the U.S. So it's something that we need to continue to do our due diligence on. I do like the NFL model and where they're going. I like the NBA and where they're going. If you think about where we've played internationally, it's pretty consistent and aligns well where the NFL and the NBA have been, and we'll see where we go in the future. But I'm excited about the possibilities. There's a lot of interest in Europe for what we do here at the Big 12, and we'll determine if, you know, what's next and what's right. But thank you for your question.
All right, the gentleman here in the purple blazer.
Yeah, Brett, Barry Trammell, to your left. Barry Trammell from the Tulsa World.
Barry, you were there in day 1 with me.
Yeah, I've been day 1 of a lot of places.
No, I know, yeah. I know. Yeah. It's good to see you.
You too. When it comes to the playoff, I mean, it appeared the Big 12 and the ACC were on the side of a 16-team format several months ago. Appears that has flipped. The desire for more access really hasn't changed. What were the factors that made you shift towards the 24? The secondary questions, if we do go 24, looks like we lose the Big 12 championship game. Is that just a collateral damage that you're willing to accept?
Well, first of all, great question. I liked 16 initially as I learned more about it, obviously without the additional AQs, okay? When 24 became part of the conversation, we've done our own conference due diligence around it, and we think it might be a great fit for us. We discussed it most recently in our spring business meeting with our coaches. Across the board, they liked it, and we continue to have those conversations with our ADs and our presidents. We do need to understand the economics. Is there a marketplace to go to 24? We have to understand the scheduling dynamic and what that means, and the unintended consequences, which I said earlier. As it relates to our championship game, I think I've said it before, that's a huge tentpole event for us. I mean, we had over 85,000 attend last year, and our ratings were up 39%. It's a big deal for us. And there are economics that go with that champ game. So as we consider 24, we've got to look at what we have and what potentially we might gain, and ultimately make the best decision for the Big 12. But everything's on the table.
Right,
Thank you.
Gentleman back here.
Hi, Commissioner Robert Aronoff, Knights 24/7. My question is, with the gambling situation that the conference dealt with in the past year, we had multiple parties making multiple assertions, threats, and in a courtroom, including 2 different states' attorneys kind of weighing in on what was going to happen or what should happen what is the conference doing as you look to celebrate this year and protect the game moving forward? What is the conference doing to ensure that the resolution of these situations happens within a byline or guidelines of the conference and not in a courtroom?
Listen, I appreciate the question. I'll just start off by saying integrity for the game is critically important for all sports, for this conference. We will continue to work with our student athletes to educate them and to help guide them in this new environment. You know, when I grew up, sports betting wasn't as available as it is today. It's a different world that student athletes are growing up in, and they need to be educated. And that's the role that we are taking alongside of our member institutions. But thank you for the question.
Right. The gentleman right here in the middle.
Donovan Bridgeford, TXA and 24 News. So I just wanted to talk about, with AT&T Stadium seeing such an international, guess you would say, like love from everyone that's been there, what is your plan for this with 250 celebration being there for the championship at the end of this season?
It's a great question. We have not gone to work yet on what that looks like, but that's one of our biggest moments of the year, our champ game, and everything leads to AT&T Stadium. So we think it's a perfect opportunity for us to celebrate America 250. Thank you for your question.
The gentleman here in the purple blazer. Go ahead.
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas Tech got fined over tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU paddles broke an always maker rule, has a tradition exemption. Sorsby never played a snap. Big 12 sued them anyway, while Cincinnati hasn't been yet touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas fans believe it?
Can you sit? Let me come closer to you. Stand up. Ask that question again, and I'm going to give you the answer I want to give you, so go ahead.
Texas Tech got fined for tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU has had paddles that were given a noisemaker exemption back in 2012. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders, and yet there is a lawsuit. Cincinnati has yet to be touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe them?
No, I didn't say greater than 12. You misquoted me. I said we're going forward as 16 strong, and that's my answer to your question. But thank you for that question. Appreciate it.
Gentleman in the black.
Hello, Brett. I'm over here.
Okay, go ahead. Nice to see you.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Will Burnett, Buff Stampede. As private equity becomes more and more prominent in the sport, a lot of universities still depend on alumni bases, fundraisers, stuff like that. Some see private equity as controversial, albeit some necessary. How do you see the future of private equity breaking in specifically into the Big 12, and what is that going to look like?
Well, that's a great question, but you might not have been reading what has been going on in the Big 12. So we were at the forefront of private equity when I first got here. We explored all different options, from private equity to debt, you name it. And each conference, each school has to do what's in their best interest. We landed in a place that I felt was a great partnership with Redbird. That's all about business development. It's not traditional private equity. So we like where we've landed. We think we're in a really good place. We have a strategic partnership with Redbird. It's all about growing the conference and taking advantage of their ecosystem. But I can't speak to where private equity lands in college athletics, because every situation is different, whether it be at a conference level or at a school level. But thank you for your question.
All right, gentleman right here.
Commissioner Jamie Plunkett with 24/7 Sports. Question for you about the Protect College Sports Act.
You've been vocal in support of that piece of legislation. What are your specific strengths, and what would you tweak?
It's a great question. First of all, I'll start off by saying I've probably spent more time on the Hill in this job in the last 4 years than I have throughout my entire career. And it was necessary. I think when you go to people and ask for help, you're not going to get back exactly what you want. Okay, that's life. When I look at the bill, and I've had lots of conversations with Senator Cantwell and Senator Cruz, in fact, I'll be there next week, there was a lot of negotiation that was being done, a lot of horse trading that was being done. And I look at where we've landed right now as progress over perfection. Nothing's going to be perfect. But the question is, can we make progress? Are we better off with a bill than without one? So to answer your question, when I think about some of the elements of the bill that I like, it starts with agent restrictions, which we need. Federal preemption, limited liability protection, the transfer portal, eligibility, cap circumvention, just to name a few. And they're not perfect as currently written, but they will help resolve some of the chaos that's currently in the system and deliver a more stable model for collegiate athletics moving forward. Next week, I'll be on the Hill and we'll discuss areas that could be tweaked and refined. But I think at the core, there's a lot in there to like. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, okay? But there's a lot to like. And I know, having spoken to both senators, again, it was a major negotiation. And you got to have give and take in those situations. But thank you for the question.
All right, we got time for about 2 more, so we'll take this gentleman here.
Commissioner Lynn Harrington with Live right here. How are you doing? That's good. Good to see you too. So back in May, the Big 12 became the first Power 4 school to have all of its members sign a participation agreement. And we know that's coming with battling NIL, salary cap, revenue sharing. Can you say or expand on how that's going along up until this point?
Well, listen, we did sign the participation agreement. I think signing that participation agreement shows that all of our schools share the same vision and mission for the go forward, and we want rules, and we want rules enforced. Okay, that's the message behind signing the participation agreement. On some of the adjustments that are being made at the College Sports Commission, I'm not at liberty to discuss those right now, but as I said earlier in my comments, the CSC is a startup. Like any startup, you're going to have challenges, and then you have to address those challenges. I think we've been very fluid throughout the last 6 months in addressing some of those challenges. And I think on a go-forward basis, as we think about year 2, we're going to have to probably make some more meaningful adjustments. And I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and partner with my other P4 commissioners in order to get to the right place. Thank you for your question.
Last question over here.
Good morning. My name is Nate Church. I'm with the BYU Daily Universe. I wanted to ask you, and the team have experienced religious remarks last season. I wanted to ask you about what steps are being taken by the conference to help prevent that from happening this upcoming season.
First of all, it's a great question, and thank you for asking that question today. I can tell you I speak on behalf of my role as commissioner, as well as my 16 institutions. We have a zero tolerance for that kind of behavior on a go-forward basis. Zero tolerance. And we have a meeting set up with the presidents, which make up our board, and our ADs in August to address that situation and that topic very intentionally, to make sure we are better next year. As I said in my closing comments, my goal, our collective goal, is to be great every day for our student athletes, for our member institutions, for our communities that we live in. And we plan on being better next year for sure. But thank you for that question.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you everyone, appreciate your time today.
Just tell the DJ to play your favorite tune.
Good morning and welcome to the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days. On behalf of the Big 12 Conference, we'd like to thank our television partners, sponsors, and media in attendance for joining us here at the Star. The conference would also like to thank the Jones family and the Dallas Cowboys organization for hosting this year's event at their headquarters in Frisco. As a reminder, there will be no scrums after the main stage press conference this year, so please utilize the Q&A portion of the main stage address to ask a question. You can also ask questions during the coaches team breakout period later in the afternoon. We'll get started here in just a few moments with Oklahoma State head coach Eric Morris.
Take a little time, come and see, prove me, give a little sign. I'll be there after a while if you want my love. We can boogie on down, boogie on down, boogie on down, boogie on down. Let's groove tonight. Share the spice of life. Baby, slice it right. We're gonna groove tonight.
Dummy.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. If you really want it. Get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people. What you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it. at a time. Trying to tame boiling hell by gouging ugly hide. No room for fear. If you got it, find a door. 'Cause this ain't the place to find out you ain't cowboy to the core. I got a number on my back, startup chaps, first strapped to my boots. The ride of my life, a ton of dynamite waiting to blow sky high in the chute. I pull my rig up tight, wrap my hands suicide like every time before. Pull my hat down low, move up on my rope, nod my head, let's go and get cowboy to the core. Some say I'm crazy.
First Coaches Press Conference at the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days features Oklahoma State head coach Eric Morris. Following Coach Morris's opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll have a microphone brought to you. Before asking your question, please identify yourself, your name, and media affiliation. Coach, welcome. We'll start with your opening statement.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Such a unique time for me in being in my first year, but such an amazing past 7 or 8 months for me. It's been a whirlwind, obviously. There's a ton of storylines going into this season for our ball club. But first and foremost, I just want to talk a little bit about the leadership at Oklahoma State. Just super blessed, thankful for our president, Jim Hess, and our athletic director, Chad Weiberg, with entrusting me in the job that they have given me, right? And to be able to take over a program that's had a history of a ton of success the last 20 years. Super excited for. Stillwater was a big draw for me and my family to come into Stillwater. I think I have a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old right now, and I'm from a small town in West Texas, and that's how I wanted to raise my family. And so Stillwater's been nothing short of amazing, super genuine people, hardworking, blue collar organization. And so the guys that I brought with me today, obviously there's a couple headliners that everybody knows their story by now. And Drew Messamaker, our quarterback, Caleb Hawkins, our running back, Ethan Westlowski, linebacker, and Jalil Johnson, defensive lineman. So super excited for you guys to hear from them later. But excited to be here, looking forward to this season. And with that, we'll take any questions.
Again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll have a microphone holder to you. We'll start over here to the left center.
Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World. Coach Morris, you're inheriting a program. Any success and improvement? You faced that in your first year at Incarnate Word. That at Incarnate Word, and how important is it for your program not to be satisfied by any early success?
Yeah, this was a super unique one for me, and obviously when I went to Incarnate Word, I mean, a place with no history, they had no success at all. They'd only been Division I a couple years, and so I think I could come in there really guns a-blazing and be able to bring my personality into that place, kind of reset the culture, starting in the weight room, building in the off-season, and then ultimately we were able to have some success that first year. North Texas was a little bit different when I got there, just because they played in a bowl game the year that I got there, had a 6-win team, and so it's a team that had a little bit of success. And then this one was so different for me just because, I've been in the Big 12 as a player and a coach, and Oklahoma State was so good in my memories. I remember going to Boone Pickens, how rowdy it was, the paddles, slapping against the wall, the student section on fire. And so, my memories were always good, and obviously during those times there were, a bunch of 8-win teams, 9-win teams, 10-win teams, won the Big 12 in 2012. So I didn't have any of these bad memories. Now, when I got there, I had to sit back and realize that there have been kids that are in this program that have been there for 2 years that hadn't experienced walking in that locker room after winning a conference game. And so that was something really unique for me because my memories were great. And then I had to realize a bunch of our players' memories haven't been great in the recent past. And so obviously me bringing a lot of my staff with me was huge. You know, we have 42 new guys in our operations staff-wise. 35 of those came with me, so they knew what I expected. They knew the standard. They knew the expectations. They knew the X's and O's. You know, all of our position coaches came, so I wasn't worried about that as much as formulating and getting these guys to believe in themselves in the locker room. And so we spent a ton of time breathing confidence in these guys. I think the weight program is a great way to build culture as well. So bringing my strength staff has been good for me as far as all the off-season training that we're doing in the summer and the spring. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously, ton of success, but we needed a hard reset, I felt like. And it's also helped that we were able to bring, 19 guys with us from North Texas that really understood how we operate on a day-to-day, understand the standard, how we operate. And so I think bringing the people that were familiar with me and the way I run a program has been really beneficial for us.
Center right, second row.
Coach Lynn Harrington with Stay Alive Power 5, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. So like you was just expand on what you were just talking about, coming into a program. The Oklahoma State Cowboys have went winless in Big 12 play over the past 2 seasons. Do you feel that there's more added pressure with that and there's a sense of urgency to get the Cowboys back on a winning track? And a second for you is you coached at North Texas, Denton, that's just like, less than 20, 30 miles from here. Does it feel like it was just been an easy transition doing this, the Big 12 Media Days, since you coached last season, not too far from here anyway?
Yeah, there's definitely urgency for me right now just because I love winning and I love competing. And so as soon as there's not urgency for me to put out a good product, like I'm going to find something else to do with my time. And so that's what I love so much. I think, I think in a world of college football right now where everything seems that it's become so transactional, like living it day to day, like I see the transformational side of it, right? And I'm able to see, I've never really been at a place with resources, when you look at, Incarnate Word where I started, a bunch of people told me that was career suicide when I took that job. And that gave me motivation every day to prove people wrong. And that's the way I've been wired my whole life. Same thing, at North Texas wasn't a place with a ton of resources. And so I'm not worried about, I get to live and breathe it every single day, and I see this game change people's lives, right? And I get to see Drew Messamaker and Caleb Hawkins walk into a new situation that they never dreamt about a couple years ago and watch them have success. The one thing that's been frustrating for me the last couple years at North Texas, and I think at the G6 level, is just the resources to be able to retain talent year in, year out, right? And that was something I think didn't sit with me well early on. I think it was something that aggravated me. But at the end of the day, we're in this business to help kids achieve their dreams and their goals, right? And so as I got over myself and my personal feelings, we were able to get kids into better spots for themselves, and whether that's a better spot, on the field, whether it's a better spot financially for them and their family, super happy for the people's lives that I've been able to affect by coaching this game and building these relationships. And so, yeah, just when you take a step back from it, I think, especially with technology and social media right now, we see so much about NIL and the rosters and the money. At the end of the day, these kids are still kids, and I get to see them in working through problems and working through hard things and having small accomplishments and finally getting an A on an exam that I've been on their butt about because they're not doing well. Those moments are the moments that I still love coaching for, and they're still there every day in my life.
Again, if you have a question, please keep your hand raised until we can get an assistant to you. We'll go here to right center, third row.
Hey, Coach. Timothy Christensen from the O'Connell. This summer has been getting a lot of attention because of you and Messamaker and Hawkins and all of the North Texas talent you brought in there. But on the defensive side, can you just discuss with us what you've done over there and what the expectation for the defense is this year.
Yeah, it's been really fun to watch this defense come together, and I'll be the first guy to tell you, like, I know I'm an offensive guy, and I still call the plays and have been known for putting up numbers or quarterbacks or whatnot. Like, you know, the two biggest reasons for our success last year was, you know, number one, Skylar Cassidy, our defensive coordinator, came in and they had new expectation, and we played great defense last year, and it won us some football games. And the other one is our special teams coach, Drew Sabota, has done a phenomenal job where we've actually been able to change games in the kicking game. And so for me right now, you know, especially as a head coach, I've had to learn this over the course of time, how important playing good defense is. And, you know, I think really when I think about it, like our defensive end, the position as a whole, you know, we have one of them here today, Jalil Johnson, who I think is an all-conference caliber player. I think, you know, has the size, the talent to play on Sundays. I think really excited to watch the defensive end position. You know, our linebackers in Ethan Weslowski and Tate Romney. We have a nickel in Christian Bodner, who had a phenomenal spring. Quentin Hammonds is a safety we're bringing over from North Texas that had an incredible year last year. Has only played defense 2 years now. LaDainian Fields, a cornerback, you know, who played the last half of the season and had one of the highest PFF ratings. I mean, so a bunch of talent and a bunch of people that have played a lot of snaps. Although those snaps might not have been Oklahoma State, I think returning snaps this year in college football, we're number 3 in the whole entire nation. And that was something we did intentionally in the portal. And so really hoping that experience pays off for us in year one.
Time for a couple more questions. We'll go to right center, 6th row.
Hey, Coach Morris, Robert Gonsolin, News Channel 6 in Texoma. You talked about bringing 19 players from North Texas with you to Oklahoma State. I want to touch on that point a little bit. With so much roster turnover, even though you have players from your previous school, what gives you confidence, or where does that stem from that y'all can compete in the Big 12 right away?
Yeah, I'm a little bit old school, and like the way I like to build my teams is we intentionally spend time together, and there's nothing flashy with it. It might be mandatory breakfast together, sitting at a different table with a different coach. It might be, you know, splitting up, playing different activities, wiffle ball, going bowling, you know, coming over to my house to swim, just different activities where we spend intentional time together. And I think that's one thing that's lost, not only today, you know, in just athletics, but just in college students in general. I think with technology, you know, so many people are addicted to their phones, to video games, and I think since COVID, people just don't have the same college experience they used to have. And I think what's really cool about Stillwater is it's such a small, tight-knit community that our kids actually go out and do a lot of activities together, you know, whether it's golfing or fishing or out, you know, at the gun range, you know, shooting skeet. There's so many unique things to do together. So for me, like, if you came in our locker room right now and you just paid attention to the way the guys interact with one another, you would think these guys have been around each other for years and years, and not just the North Texas guys, but everybody together, right? And from our very first team meeting, you know, all the North Texas guys were sitting in the front right, and the first thing I did when I addressed the team is I made everybody stand up, move, and go sit by somebody they didn't know so we could immediately start forming new relationships, because it's not about us and them. I mean, this is all about Oklahoma State, you know, versus a really good conference in the Big 12.
Final question, we'll go to far left side, 4th row.
Hi, Coach Morris. It's Kennedy Hardiman with D2 Centaurs. I just wanted to ask, how do you plan to execute your next vision for this program, and what kind of impact do you plan to leave on this program moving forward?
Yeah, well, you know, what I'm going to do next right now is our coaches are finally on vacation. It's been a long 7 months for them trying to get everything up and running there in Stillwater. And I think it's still very important that there's a separation before we get everything started with our coaches and our players. I think, you know, it's almost become year-round in the football calendar. We have more access than we've ever had in the past as far as being able to do actual football-related activities. So we do all that through the spring and then June, and I think it's really important that they spend time with just the strength coach in the month of July. And so we're in the middle of that right now. I'm just coming off of vacation. I'm going to go immediately back on vacation for about another week, a week and a half. And then hopefully hopefully our coaches get back, get rejuvenated, organize all of our stuff going into fall camp. And then I wanted to see, I always remember as a player, and then, 7 or 8 years ago, how excited everybody was when you get back in the team meeting for the first time before training camp. And I want our players to have that excitement about football still. And so yeah, we're in a little break right now, and then obviously it's going to become really fast once we get into training camp. Really unique training camp for us this year. We only have 8 days of training camp because we start school a little bit early, and so it'll be the shortest training camp I've ever been a part of, but super confident in the fact that we've been able to practice so much through the spring and through the month of June. So super excited. And then obviously, my predecessor had an amazing career in Mike Gundy. I mean, all the respect in the world to how much success that he had there. I mean, being somewhere 21 years, and then obviously he was such a great player there. And so obviously, as a competitor, you're always chasing that, and the bar is set pretty high.
Coach, thank you for your time today, and good luck this season.
Thank y'all. Go Pokes.
Houston head coach Willie Fritz will join us at 11:20.
I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cat and drive. Stealing a young girl's hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, with a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cat and drive. Stealing a young girl's hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned. I'd be wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Yeah, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. I'm a hard working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. About the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. So come Friday night, I like to party hard. I carry on with the Cadillac Cutie, spend my whole week's pay on some weekend beauty. Come Monday morning, I'm the first to arrive. I ain't nothing but business, y'all, from 9 to 5. I'm a hard working man.
Continuing today's press conferences at the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days, we welcome head coach Willie Fritz. Following Coach Fritz's opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions, so please raise your hand and keep it raised until we have a microphone assistant to you. And before asking your question, please identify yourself, your name, and media affiliation. Coach, we'll start with your opening statement.
Yeah, thank you for that introduction right there. We appreciate y'all, all the Cougs that are here today, and excited about being here. What a great venue. I think our commissioner has done a fantastic job having the event here and with the Cowboys. And my first media day was in 1993 at Navarro Community College cafeteria. So this is a few more people than I had back in 93. So with that, I'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
And if you have a question, please raise your hand and keep it held up until we can get someone to you. We'll go to left center, first row.
Chris Baldwin, Paper City, Houston. Hey, Willie. You've been open about talking about, the national championship at Houston eventually. How important do you think that is to verbalize for your fans and your program? And how much do you talk to your team about goals?
We don't talk about a whole lot as far as season goals are concerned. We talk about doing the very best we can day after day after day after day. But, we've certainly got the location. We've got the university. We've got the facilities. There's no reason why we can't do that at the University of Houston. A good template for us has been Coach Sampson and what he's done with men's basketball. I think every program at the University of Houston, aspires to be national champs, and we certainly do in football.
Center right, third row.
Hey, Coach, Jared Ramirez with RedRaidersports.com. Willie, you had 3 games on Fridays last year. You've got 2 this year with the conference opener against Texas Tech. Do you get used to those games that are not on Saturdays, or do you just kind of roll with it as the season goes along?
Well, I think you just have to have a plan for either, playing with one less day of preparation, and luckily it's not the first or the second game that would be a little bit unique. But you just got to have a plan for preparing one less day. And I've been doing this long enough where I've done quite a few Thursday games, Friday games, and obviously a ton of Saturday games. But there's a different way of preparation when it's a Saturday morning game versus a Saturday night game. So we have a plan that we follow at the University of Houston.
Okay, we'll go far left side, fourth row.
Bryce Cherry, Wake Good Trib. Willie, good to see you.
You were probably at Navarro.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
think
were
I
there
was.
at the cafeteria, weren't you?
Yeah, no doubt. You gave the Bell brothers a promotion, both of them, this past off season. What have you seen in those coaches' development, and just what? I know you have a history with Brian. Like, are those guys on the rise in terms of their coaching development?
Well, they both do a fantastic job. He's talking about Sean Bell, our assistant head coach, quarterback coach, passing game coordinator, and then Brian Bell, who's our wide receiver coach. And Brian was my starting quarterback at Sam Houston State for 4 years. And I've known the family forever. And, they do a super job recruiting. They're very good coaches, and I think they're tremendous role models and mentors to our student athletes. And that's what you look for with all your coaches. So I'm very fortunate to have those 2 guys.
Again, far left side.
Hi, Michaela Booker with D. Hi, Coach Willie.
Hi.
With roster movement being a reality every year, can you tell me how you develop bringing in experienced transfers while also the new high school?
Well, you got to do both, no question about it. And that's one of the areas I'm excited about this season is we're going to have a little bit more depth because we've got some of these high school guys who are going to be playing for us this upcoming year who maybe were redshirted. I guess that's a thing of the past. But we'll, have these high school guys that are playing for us. And then also the portal guys. When you bring a guy in, and we've got a few of them back there in the back, you want to find guys that are going to fit your program. You got to be a great recruiter. You have to be a talent evaluator, and you got to be an information gatherer. And you got to find guys that fit the way you do things. And I see 3 guys standing back there. Mackenzie Agnello, he's a guy that has fit in perfectly. He's a Texas kid, wanted to stay in the state of Texas. Kentrell Webb, he's a guy that played for me over at Tulane. He's from Houston, wanted to get closer to home. And then Jordan Allen back over there was at LSU and wanted to transfer to a place close to home where he could have immediate success. And all those guys have had that. So you got to make sure you find guys that fit in your culture. And I think we've done a fantastic job of that as coaches, utilizing the portal to our advantage.
Again, if you have a question, please keep your hand raised so we can get someone to you. We'll go to left center here.
Hey, Coach. Jordan Edmondson with the Seacoast Committee. Question. Let me try that again. Hey, Coach. Jordan Edmondson, Seacoast Committee. And the question I have for you is, you've been a part of a lot of program rebuilds. So what are the things that tell you things are going in the right direction before they show up in the win-loss record?
Well, I think it's a culture that you have. One of the proudest seasons I had was when I was at Tulane, and we got we had to leave New Orleans and went to Birmingham for 30 nights. And we didn't have a great record that year, but I had 0 problems, and I think that's indicative of the culture that you have. And it's something that's hard to put your thumb on all the time. You know it when you got it, and everybody's striving to have it. But if you got good coaches and good players and great culture, you're going to have a fantastic team. So we're just around our guys all the time. As a head coach, I'm around our guys, almost on a daily basis, and my assistant coaches are as well. And we just try to bring in the right guys. That's so important. I work too hard to be around a guy who doesn't know how to act. And it's hard for me to change someone who's had a bad 18 years. So we try to find those guys who've had a real good 18 years, and we'll shine and polish them and help them through that transition from 18 to 22 years of age.
Far left side in the back.
Hey, Willie. Kellis Robinette here from the Wichita Eagle. I was curious if you could tell us a little bit what made you want to bring Michael Bishop on as an assistant coach, and now that you've been working with him for a little bit, what is he like as a coach?
Well, he does an excellent job. Michael played for me at Blinn Junior College in 1995 and 96. And, I've been close to him ever since. I don't think a month ever went by where he and I didn't talk at least one time. And, and he's always visited me at all the different places that I've been at over the years. And he just is he's a great person, great role model and mentor, but, he's also a real smart football coach. And, we're just fortunate to have him around. He's, it's also good to have somebody that, you can really trust. I've known him forever, and he understands how I do things, and he's always got my back.
Time for a couple more questions. We'll go to center right, third row.
Hey, Coach. Lane Self with RedRaidersports.com. This offseason, with some of the returning guys that y'all had come in, and then obviously the amazing transfer portal class that y'all had come in, did y'all see a real opportunity to attack this season with the combination of returners and then having a great transfer portal class?
Yeah, you want to do that every single year. Everybody's expectations right now that's here today and tomorrow in the Big 12 is to win the Big 12 championship, and we're no different. But obviously it helps when you got more depth and talented players. We kept our coaches. We're one of the few teams in the country that have the same offensive, defensive, special teams coordinator and the same starting quarterback coming back. I think there's maybe 11 schools like that in the country. So, if you got that, that's a really good building block for your program.
Time for one final question, center right, fourth row.
Hey, Coach. Cal Phillips, the 4-Star Telegram. You guys got one of the top-rated quarterback recruits this past season. Is there, or was there, any conversation of who was going to start Week 1, or are you guys going to run a 2-quarterback system? I don't know.
No, Connor's our starting quarterback without question. What's been really neat is I've never had 2 5-star quarterbacks before. You know, any place I've ever been at, I've never had one, much less 2. Those guys are both so unselfish. Everybody keeps asking me what kind of package you're going to run with Keyshawn. We're going to run our total package with him. He's really smart, can throw and run the ball. You know, so those guys really work well together in the quarterback room, and I think it's a perfect situation for Keyshawn to be in there and learn from not only great coaches, but a fellow great player in Connor.
Coach, thank you for your time today and good luck this season.
Thank you. Go Cougs.
UCF head coach Scott Frost will join us at 11:40.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. I can't stop the feeling. but that feel right. Trucks jacked up, flat bills flip back. Yeah, you can find us where the party's at. This is how we roll. We hanging around, singing down everything on the radio. We light it up with our hands up. This is how we roll. This is how we do. We burning down the night, shooting bullets at the moon, baby. This is how we roll. Yeah, baby, this is how we roll. We rolling into town with nothing else to do. We take another lap around. Yeah, holla at your boy if you need a ride. If you roll with me, yeah, you know we rolling high.
Now joining us on stage, UCF head coach Scott Frost. Following Coach Frost's opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question and we'll bring a microphone to you. Before asking your question, please identify yourself with your name and media affiliation. Coach, we'll start with your opening statement.
Yeah, excited to be here to represent UCF again. Love being back in Orlando. Well, I want to thank Brett and Scott and everybody at the Big 12 for putting on such a good event. In a place where one of our own, Malachi Lawrence, will be playing next year, so we're excited for him to be here. We got a really fun team to be around right now, represented by 4 great guys that joined us on the trip. Really proud of who they are as football players and as people, and I think they're kind of a testament to how far our program's come in a year's time. So excited to represent the Knights here and look forward to questions.
All right, again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll have someone over to you. Okay. Goes center left in the back.
Hey, Coach. Robert Aronoff, Knights 24/7. When you came back to the program last year, you came back late in the process, December, no recruiting, and had to jump back in from being outside of college football. Now some would argue that last year was year 0 and not year 1. As you've had a full cycle now to adjust, how do you see that change reflected in what you expect for this year?
Yeah, I'm jealous of guys like Eric that got to take their job this year. Last year was tough because right when coaches were getting hired, the portal was open. So when I showed up on campus, the portal was wide open. Our own players that I didn't even know yet were, trying to decide what to do. I didn't have a staff, so people were going on visits and getting signed, and deals were being made, and I didn't even have a recruiting department, really. We were way more prepared this year. We were able to keep and retain the right guys and bring in some other really good ones around them. And I don't know where it'll lead from a wins and losses standpoint, but I'm certainly a lot more confident in this team than I was a year ago.
Again, if you have a question, please raise your hand. Keep it raised until we can get someone to you. Got one in the far left in the back.
Hi, Coach Frost. I'm Bailey Sheffield with Insider Frogs. I just want to know, since your return, what is the rebuilding process looking like right now?
What does a rebuilding process look like?
Yeah, like is it a team where you envision it?
I think it's going to be a yearly process every year. I heard Willie talk about it. That's just where college football is now. You're going to try to keep as many pieces consistent as you can and recruit as many and keep them in your program as you can, but every year is going to be a new team. So we're going to have to go through this process to some degree every year. I'm really happy with where our team is right now. I think I think we're better at almost every single position on our football team, and I know that attitude and character of our players and just overall team are better. It's a fun group to be around. I love going into work and working with these guys every day. So I think we've done some good work, and most of that's because of the people in the building with me.
Center right.
Hey, Coach Frost, Conrad Barr with KMU. I know we've talked about your dad being a high school football coach in the state of Texas. Talk about recruiting outside the state of Florida, in particular in the state of Texas, and what intrigues you about these athletes in particular here.
Yeah, I went through 2nd through 5th grade in Palestine, in East Texas near Tyler. You know where it is. Dad had a really special player, I remember, named Ivory Lee Brown, that was like my hero. Ivory was Adrian Peterson's uncle, I believe. So it was a great experience for me to be down here. I certainly know the type of talent that exists in Florida and the type of talent that exists in Texas. Recruiting's different now. I think more than ever kids are willing to go anywhere. It's hard to cast your net so wide that you look under every rock in every corner for players, but we're going to be willing to go anywhere in the country, including Texas, to get players. And I know Orlando's really awesome place, and kids are going to want to be there. So I think we'll have success when we do venture out of the state.
Got a left center in the back.
Coach, how's it going? Andrew Church, Knights 24/7. You've often mentioned about the special 27 team that you had. It was player-led. The players held the standard. They knew what to do in practice when they were going through adversity, how to handle it. This season, given now the continuity that you have, how do you feel like the players are holding that standard, that going back to the player-led team that you have? And what does that standard look like for you?
Yeah, when you talk about standards, there's a certain level of things in a certain way things need to be done in the building, and if coaches have to police that all the time, you don't have a great team. I remember year one at UCF, my first time around, and I'd come off the field sweaty and lose that, not having my voice at the end of practice, every practice. And year two, man, if something went wrong, Mackenzie fixed it, or Wyatt Miller fixed it, or one of the players fixed it, and it was a lot easier to be a head coach. And I kind of get that same feeling now. The standards and expectations that the players have for each other is a lot higher than it was a year ago. We have the capability of making it higher because of the type of kid that we have in the program right now. And that's fun to be around. I don't know what that'll lead to, but it's certainly moving in the right direction.
Center right in the back.
Yeah. Coach Jake Hatchett from the Locked On Podcast Network. Just wanted to ask you about Alonzo Barnett and what you think his impact can be this season for you at quarterback.
Well, we're excited to have a guy. We went in last season with a 3-horse race at quarterback. It's going to be nice and refreshing to have a guy that everybody looks to and knows that he's the guy. Alonzo's played a lot of football games. He's won a lot of football games. He's a competitor, a guy that I've been really impressed with his presence on the field and in the huddle. He's in charge, and I think the guys can see that, and he has a ton of respect from our guys, and he is the clear leader on offense right now, like Luke Carter is the clear leader on defense for us. We didn't really have that a year ago either, the vocal guy out in front, and I think guys like that are going to give us a little bit easier path to hopefully some success.
Center left in the back.
Hey, Coach, this is Jason Phillips with Killer Frogs. My question was just really, what's the biggest lessons you've learned as a head coach that you couldn't have learned any other way?
Yeah, that's a good question. Every time you get a new job, there's going to be challenges you don't expect. And I remember going from a linebacker coach to receiver coach and had to figure it out, and receiver coach to OC quarterback coach and had to figure it out, and then to head coach, and you got to figure that out. But even as a head coach, every year is going to be different, every place is different, and you got to try to solve the riddle and put the Rubik's Cube together in each place. And particularly now in college football, rules are changing so fast, and there's so many new dynamics to it. You got to stay light on your feet and be willing to adapt. I think that you can't just stick to the same things all the time and be stubbornly committed to what you've done before, because everything's changing too rapidly.
Far left side, fourth row.
Michaela Booker, D210 Sports. Hi, Coach. My question for you today, what are your biggest weakness for you and your team for this upcoming season?
Some weaknesses? Oh, let's see. I love our depth and our overall talent compared to last year. So I'm just fired up to work with this team. I think every team's weakness right now is, you got a bunch of guys that are new to the team, and that's going to be the case every year, and getting familiar with each other and knowing each other and building something that's bigger than any one grade or kid, and having everybody fight for that. That's hard to build. It's hard to build back in the day when you had 4 years with kids. It's even harder now when you have some kids for 1 year. But just like every coach that sat up here has said, you got to be really intentional with that. And I do feel really good about it.
Left center in the back.
Coach John Weiss from Knights 24/7. You were able to retain, I think, 10 out of your 12 assistant coaches. Talk about what a nice thing that is for you.
Yeah, anytime you're in a year one, the players are all learning a new scheme and a new way to do things, but so is the coaching staff. And continuity helps. Obviously, I want to talk about Sean Clark, who we lost last year. What an unbelievable person and friend and father and husband. We had to replace Sean and a corners coach. Otherwise, our entire staff's back together. That just helps so much because everybody understands the direction we're trying to move and our process we're trying to get there. And that kind of continuity and understanding of the process can get passed along to the kids a lot faster, and just seems to go a lot smoother when you can retain coaches.
Hey, Coach, thank you for your time today.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
We will have Baylor head coach Dave Aranda join us at 12 o'clock. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Yeah.
What up, Nelly? All right. Yeah, when I first saw that bikini top on her, she's popping right out of the South Georgia water. Thought, oh, good Lord, she had them long tail legs. Couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said, well, baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle every little farm town. With you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit, would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Yeah, she was sipping on Southern and singing Marshall Tucker. We were falling in love in the sweetheart of summer. She hopped right up into the cab of my truck and said, fire it up, let's go get this thing stuck. Baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle every little farm town. With you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit, would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. My window down, my seat back, my music up, we ride. Her legs up on my dashboard, that's just the way I like. Hey country girl, this country boy like everything about you. Don't change a thing, no way, you stay the same, I got you. I like all that, head to toe, you all that. Tell old boy he call back, send a text, say fall back. Cause I can see you got a thing for the fast life. So come on shorty, let me show you what the fast life. Whipping across the border, Florida into Georgia. Cause baby, you a song and you make me wanna roll my. Oh, baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise culture, winning. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every year I'm here. Just live your life like Frank Sinatra your way and have no fear. Now, never. But I ain't gonna live forever. That's right. I just wanna live life. It's my life. Just get up and get it.
I stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends there, baby. I got no time to mess around. So if you want it, got to bleed, boy, baby. Yeah, got to bleed, baby. You got to bleed, baby. Got to bleed, baby. Keep talking about love. The love is running to the core. Keep talking about love. Just like I told you before. Keep talking about love.
Our next press conference this afternoon features Baylor head coach Dave Aranda as the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days continue. Following Coach Aranda's opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions. Please please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring a microphone to you. Before asking your question, please stand, identify yourself, your name and media affiliation. Coach, welcome, and we'll start with opening statement.
It's good to see everybody. I'm blessed to be here. I'm humbled to represent Baylor. Really have three things. The first is ownership. Last year was not up to our standard. I take accountability for that, which leads to the second thing of what are we doing now? What's the plan? And there's been strong change. There's been me moving out of defense and bringing in Joe Klanderman and a brand new scheme and new excitement and new methods. It's bringing in DJ Lagway and his energy and his passion to play football and achieve at a really high level. There's building the team inside out as opposed to outside in. A mistake I made a year ago was spending too much money on the outside, our skill positions, and not enough on the inside. The line of scrimmage is where our attention and our monies have gone this year. And then just the overall investment into this team. Our athletic director, Doug McNamee, has done a great job of being an advocate and fighting for the football program and supporting me and the rest of the guys to be competitive in a way competitive market. All that leads to the third thing, which is belief. You know, the group that we've got here today are our captains. They believe. Our team is hungry, has a chip on its shoulder, and believes that we can win. We've got a really strong staff alignment, and we've got really good administrative support. And we're ready and excited for the challenge to come this season. Take any questions you guys got.
Yeah, we have a question. Please raise your hand. We'll go to front right.
Hey, Coach. Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. I want to ask you about DJ and what exactly did you see in him that you felt like was a great fit for your program? And ultimately, what is your vision for him when it's all said and done with this season? Where would you like to see him expand upon and maybe correct some shortcomings?
I've known DJ since his high school days and recruiting him since that time. And so there's a good relationship kind of built already. In the communication prior to his visit, and then for sure on his visit to Baylor, it felt to me like kind of straitjacketed, kind of tight, kind of closed up, and felt like he wanted to be free. And I feel like he felt Baylor as a place that he could play free, really kind of be free. And I'm all about that, man. And so the opportunity to really kind of get to know him on a more personal level and getting to where there's trust and where we got his back and he's got ours, and to really build that relationship, I think allows us to really impact the player that he can be, and excited for what's to come. You know, there's a huge chip on his shoulder. I would say that's it's pretty true of our team. And to keep it to where it's like, man, I'm doing all this stuff because I want to prove me right more than I'm trying to prove other people wrong is really what we're trying to get.
Left center, front row.
Coach Neil Meyer of the Front Office News. Speaking of DJ, we spoke to some of the players in the breakout sessions earlier. They praised his leadership skills and his ability to bring guys along with him. What's been the biggest thing for you as a coach to see him throughout this process and journey at Baylor so far?
He communicates through football, and so there's guys that communicate sometimes off the field. They'll connect, whether it's in the locker room or it's you know, at an apartment or kind of in the hallways of the facility. And then there's guys that connect through football, through the language of football and on the field, right? And DJ is that way. He's the best I've seen that way. And so whether it's taking the old linemen out to eat, or it's taking all the receivers out to throw more, or taking them to Florida to throw more, right? He's been very driven to connect and to build this team. And so I appreciate that about him. I think just the self-determination and the strength that he has in his efforts to achieve a successful season is going to pay dividends.
Center right, second row.
Dave, Parker Ream, Fox 44 in Waco. You mentioned earlier it's more about proving yourself right instead of proving the doubters wrong. In your case specifically, entering year 7, how do you feel about proving yourself right to maybe the Baylor fans and also the Baylor fan base as you guys look to get back to that Big 12 championship consideration?
I'm always taken back, from just the interaction I have with our fans, of just their love for Baylor and just their kind of heartfelt appreciation of the program and just everything else. As I was on a plane, family was on vacation, and they're still on vacation right now. And so I came back off of it. And so on the plane to here was a Dallas-Fort Worth crew. And there's a bunch of Baylor fans on the plane. And so there wasn't much sleep on that flight. There was a lot of just talking to them and taking pictures and all of it. And a lot of my interactions with fans have been that way. And I'm so appreciative of it. I know of what you're talking about. And so I think for us to kind of stack some wins this summer, had a really good Monday. Let's make sure we got a really good Tuesday. Let's build on it with a really good Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and keep building and stacking wins. I think we'll be able to get everybody. I'm pretty confident that that's the course we're on.
Center right in the back.
Coach Madison Palumbo, KCN Channel 6. What did this offseason reveal about the team's identity that we may not see until September?
They crave winning. They need to win, and they're very they're hungry to win. I think that would probably be the term, hungry. And there's a lot of confrontation. There's probably been more confrontation this year than the past couple of years, and there's been a higher level of keeping people to the standard to the things that we say we are and the things that we say we're going to do. And so that's been coaches involved with that for sure, but that's been more player-led than it's been in the last couple of years.
Center left, in the back.
Donovan Bridgeford, TXA and 24 News. I wanted you to speak a little bit about Wheeler's eligibility and him coming from Indiana and how that looks.
Big fans of Hosea and just his leadership and his confidence. When he walks in the room, man, you feel it, And when he speaks, everybody listens. He's on our leadership council, and so he's got a spot that he always sits, and we'll talk about a subject. We'll go around the room, and when it gets to him, everyone kind of quiets down to hear what he says, and he says it with such confidence. And the guys believe him, and they want to play for him, and has been a great connector. Is someone that has seen the lows and the highs, and so we're fighting for him. I think right now all of that's going to be in the courts, and we're hoping that we get a quick resolution because the time is running down that we have to before we start the season.
Far left side.
Hi, Coach. It's Kennedy Hardiman with D210 Sports. I just wanted to ask you, what does your vision look like for fall camp? How do you plan to really build this team with the new additions so that Baylor can exceed their expectations and succeed during this season?
Yeah, I'm kind of triggered a little bit when you say vision. When I think of vision, I think of McLean Stadium that's full. It's got green and gold all the way. The top levels are green and gold. If people have tickets, they're using their tickets. And people that want to go to the game that are Baylor fans are trying to find tickets to go and support Baylor. That there is log jams in the front to get in. That on the river there's people partying and there's boats up and down. and that when the opponent is in a third down, you can't hear anything in the stadium. That's the vision, you know, to get the whole city of Waco and Central Texas and Baylor fans engaged is the vision. And so to do that is like every squat that we take, every power clean that we do, every run that we do, we're working with that in mind. That's our goal. That's what we want, and we can achieve that, man. And we can say we're doing that right here, right now. And so it's a bit of a triggering thing for me. I've talked a lot about it. I think what happens when you think that way and you believe that way, you take ownership of it. And so now you own what you're doing and you own how you're going to be. And that's happening right now in our team. And I'm excited to see it happen.
Center right.
Coach Aranda, Conrad with KMU. Quick question about your losses versus Houston, TCU, and Arizona State, all one-score losses. Talk about what you're going to have to do in the fourth quarter in the Big 12 this upcoming year versus those losses last year.
We got to close the deal. I think you look at any workout that's happening today, right? There's going to be a start to it. We got to start fast. You know, in the middle of it, there's got to be the scoreboard's a distraction. I'm not looking to see how much time's left in the period. I'm not looking to see what the score is. Can I take it easy? Do I need to turn it up? I'm not looking to see, hey, there's only a couple minutes left and then I'm done, or there's only a couple minutes to the break. The scoreboard's a distraction. I'm focused on the present. I'm focused on what I'm doing right now. And then at the end of it is close the deal. Hey, man, you've gone through all the things and have done all the things, and now you're in a position to close this game. This is what we're here for. This is what you do. This is who we are. And so that's been a huge emphasis throughout. And that's played out in all the workouts we do. That's played out in all the meetings we have that are in the evenings. That's played out in anything that we do. There's a start, there's a middle, and there's a finish. And we've got to be really strong with the finishes. And, you know, I think every day you've got to be able to stack up wins in this league because there's a lot of fourth quarter changes like you just talked about. And, you know, something that's happening in April on a Tuesday has a direct effect to those games you're talking about in November.
Final question, far right side.
Coach, Joe Locked On Podcast Network. You've had a strong series back and forth with BYU with the state of Utah as a whole. How excited to have the Cougars back on the schedule this fall?
I have a lot of respect for BYU. Kalani, I would consider him a friend. You know, Kalani's the type where I imagine he's got a lot of friends, but he's someone that I've known for a while, and is, whether I've been up or down or all around, he's treated me with total respect, and so I have a lot of respect for him. I know his team is a team that's going to fight tough, and you're talking about four-quarter games. They're going to play a four-quarter game, and so what a test for us, especially in a real tough environment. And so it's going to take our best, but we're excited for that challenge.
Coach, thank you for your time today, and good luck this season.
Thank you, guys.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, whoa. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, whoa. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine. treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my golden star. You are my treasure. You can make you my treasure. True. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you, you are my treasure. If you let me treasure. 1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it, 'cause there's nothing at all.
Media Days is Colorado head coach Deion Sanders. Following Coach Sanders' opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring our microphone to you. Again, before asking your question, please stand up and identify yourself with your name and media affiliation. Coach, welcome. We'll start with your opening statement.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? First and foremost, you know we have the best commissioner. Where you at, my man? We have the best commissioner. Where is he? There he goes. We got the best commissioner in the world, and is definitely the best dressed commissioner ever. I love him to life, and he always raises the bar, and he's infectious. Every time I see him, I got to hug him and appreciate who he is and what he does. And our AD, Fernando, is around here somewhere as well. He's been doing a heck of a job. He's just taking the reins, taking the baton from a dear friend of mine, Rick George. And you talk about a sprinter. He has sprinted and has been more than expected. And Fernando, you're doing a heck of a job. I love you to life, and keep up the great work. We've lost a young man, Dominic Ponder. We miss him dearly. Prayers goes out to his family, who we're in contact with on a daily. We will wear a patch on our jerseys this season in his honor, and his legacy should encourage kids to make responsible choices.
and have those hard and tough conversations. Adam Mustard Tiger, I hope I got that right, sweetheart. I hope he's here. His beautiful, wonderful wife is here. That's your, there you go, girl. You stand up, please, please. Can we give her love and support and respect? Love her. He passed away on May the 19th, and I want to thank the Big 12 for reserving a seat for him today. We will hold his seat both in press conferences and in the press box in honor of him this season. Wife, wonderful wife, Liz, you go. I love you so much. And thank you. Your strength encourages all. And you, whatever you need from us, the Buffs this year, you got it. He's covered CU for over 20 years for the Buffs Stampede. Coaching staff. CU coaching staff, 258 years of coaching experience, 172 years of college, 106 years at the Power 4 level. 5 coaches who served as a head coach at some level. 17 years of NFL experience, 51 years of high school experience. This is all to say we're pretty good. We're pretty darn good, okay? Roster breakdown, 104, 83 scholarships, 21 walk-ons. I love my walk-ons. How many of you cried at the movie Rudy? I did. I'm sorry, I did. When Rudy got in, it was over for me. That was it. So I love my walk-ons dearly. I think we've 2 or 3 on the staff, on the team right now on the roster. We're walk-ons there on scholarship right now. We hope to continue that as well. We had a over 3.0 GPA this spring, highest GPA in CU history. Right now, we're at 3.035 right now, which is wonderful. We have over double digits in young men that's on our roster that were captains on their respective teams, and they're with us now. So we have a tremendous amount of leadership, and I know you're tired of that, so let's go.
And if you have a question, please raise your hand. Keep it raised until we can get someone to you. We'll start here on the far left side. If you could please stand and state your name and media affiliation.
Prime, great to end. I'm Candace Lamb with D210 Sports. How are you?
Awesome. How you doing?
I'm great. Coach Prime, it's been quite a year. Last year we talked about public strength, private battles, and building a culture at Colorado that isn't defined by outside noise. After a tough finish last season, and Colorado also being left off of the preseason All Big 12 awards, how have you leaned on your faith and that culture of resilience that you built at Colorado to keep your players focused on the standard you set internally and blocking out the outside noise?
Hey man, I can't remember all that, but I'll try my best.
Basically, how do you keep your players focused on your internal standard instead of the outside critics?
We don't care about what people say. People are always going to have opinion. If my kids and my coaches and our staff don't understand who they are, we have a problem. They're not going to allow you to identify who we are. And just because our guys were snubbed off a poll that's probably not going to be consistent with the end of the season, we don't give a darn. Our kids know who, what, when, where, and how they are, and they know what they got to do and how they got to work. It just gives them that extra inside of them, and I'm thankful and appreciative of that. Thank you for that wonderful question.
Go to right center in the back.
David Ubben with The Athletic. A few of the coaches in college football are not in the video game. You're one of them. I was curious why that was and what went into that decision.
I don't know about the video games. I have a wonderful team that handles a lot of business for me. If I'm not in the game, that means they weren't paying enough. It probably didn't fit where we're going right now. That's probably it. It was probably that simplistic. Thank you, Athletic. You guys do a wonderful job. You know I'm lying, right? Next.
Again, if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go to front row.
Hey, Coach Prime, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Great to see you.
You too.
Wanted to ask you, how has being a coach at Colorado transformed you as a person? And what do you think your younger self would think about your coaching experience and what you've been able to accomplish thus far?
Transform me? I don't think Colorado has transformed me. Colorado has given me a tremendous opportunity that I'm so darn appreciative of, and I want to live up and surpass the expectations. My younger self would be proud. Would be proud that I was here last year fighting a battle called cancer, and now I'm here with full strength, full energy. I got that thing back. I got that swagger back. I got that dog back. I got that charisma back. See, last year I had on shorts up under the suit. I had on a sweatsuit up under the suit because I was probably 15 pounds down, looking like Eddie Kane up here, and those of you that seen the 5 Heartbeats. But now I'm ready. I'm back. I'm close to 204, legs slightly bowed. I'm back, baby. Like I cannot wait. I see my dog right there. What's up, dog? I cannot wait to get back on that sideline and do our thing. I can't wait to get back to camp. I can't wait to get back. I ain't even seen the kids yet that are here. I can't wait to even see them because I know they looking good in their unis. But I'm excited about this season and the expectations thereof. Great question, my brother.
Center left in the back.
Okay.
Donovan Bridgeford, TXA and 24 News. Coach Prime, you have 2 games on the road, and then you have the Big 12 champ coming to Colorado. What will those first 2 games tell you that you have product that you put on the
Well, let's digress a bit and think about Georgia Tech. Let's think about going to Atlanta and handling our business on Thursday nights in front of the whole world and that being our stage. We're going to take one game at a time, man. I'm not thinking about those 2 games as farther down the road. We're thinking about that first one. First of all, we're thinking about going to camp and having a wonderful camp and getting it on and kind of pressure-wise our coordinators and our team in certain situations because we Coach Brendan Marion and Coach Marv, this is the best coaching staff that I've had in my minute coaching career. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the young men. I'm excited about everything that we have on this roster because I feel like we have the team to win. And I cannot wait to see it.
Far left side, second row.
Skyler Dixon with the AP. Several of your players talked about them feeling like they need to take on that leadership component, player-led team. They say that maybe that fell a little short last year. Do you think that was the case, and how confident are you then in sort of taking that role?
Well, I'm thankful that God didn't allow my neck to go all the way back and look back because I would be in tremendous pain right now. And I'm thankful that I look ahead and I'm right on point. But the young men, they're close. They're close. Some of them weren't even here last year, so I don't think the collective would have that opinion. Maybe a couple of them that were here, and they're pretty accurate. But I'm loving everything I've seen in the spring. I'm loving everything that we've added. I'm loving what we did in the portal. I'm loving what we're doing recruiting-wise right now. We're right where we want to be. Right where we want to be. And we're going to even get better.
Left center in the back.
Coach Andrew Chirk, Knights 24/7. How are you doing?
Amen. How you doing?
Doing good. First, thank you for everything. That's the first thing I have to say. Secondly, since you started coaching, the landscape of college football has just changed so much. You're always adapting, always trying to get ahead of the scheme. But how has it changed you as a person? What kind of lessons have you learned, not only as a coach, but as a person, getting to learn patience, how to adapt, and all the adversity that you've been through as well?
That's a great question. As a coach, patience. It's taught me tremendous patience. It taught me that a lot of young men want to benefit from the game financially. A lot of young men want to benefit from the game because they love the game. And you got to really understand there are 2 sides to this coin. And make sure you flipping these kids on the right side because it's a whole different game. And sometimes you can't get stuck in the old ways. You got to go forward and welcome and invite some of the new school ways and adapt to them. Thank God I got kids. I got 5 of them that keep me on my toes, keep me on my game, and keep me hip to what's coming and what's going on right now. So I'm thankful for that. And I got a little grandson. He can't really talk right now, but he could ask. So I'm thankful that they're keeping me on point. That's tremendous. Thank you. Great question.
Center right, 4th row.
Coach Dan Tortora, Wake Up Call, DTV.com. Just what you can say about your faith, keeping the main thing with everything changing in sports, just having that focus on God and being unapologetic about that.
Rock steady, because you guys flip and you blow with the wind and you ride the waves that you're supposed to ride, and I understand that. You got to understand that I've been up here and I've been out there, so I know what you're thinking, but you don't know what I'm thinking. So I understand life, and I understand the trial and tribulations of life, but I have a God who's been so darn good to me. I can't help but acknowledge him and praise him every opportunity I get. And I don't allow anyone out there to tell me who I am, what I am, and why I am. I have a God that has showed me all of that. And that's why I embrace it. And that's why I'm never going to stop praising him and talking about him tremendously. Thank you. Great question, my man.
Left center in the back.
Hi, I'm Skylar Jar with the Colorado Buffaloes on SI. So what is one area where you expect your team to surprise people this coming up season?
Oh, we better win. That's going to be the surprise. That's the surprise. We better win. We're going to win. I love what I got. I love what I see.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
Let's let this brother ask one more. I know him. I've been knowing him for a long time.
Coach Prime.
You know you ain't got no question. You just want to talk. Let's just do it. What you want to talk about? You ain't really got no question. I'm messing with him. That's my dog.
Roe Parish, CBS. Could you share with us a little bit about the retreat? What were the origins of the retreat, and what was the best?
I don't want to tell them about no retreat in my crib. They don't want to hear about that.
I want to hear about it. This is me
we
and
had
you
a
talk.
good time.
Yeah.
You can meet me right on the corner. I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
We had a good time. The young man, the coaches, the staff. We had a great time. We really did. And we got closer. We bonded. And I loved every last minute of it. I could not wait till they left, but I loved every last minute. You know I'm old school. You got 3 days in my house. You got to go. Jesus got up on the 3rd day. You could get up too. Okay, so you got to go. I love you. Let's talk over there, okay?
Let's do it.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, Coach.
Straight to my feet. When you feel the beat, you gotta move. Straight to my feet. Oh, straight to my feet. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Straight to my feet. When you feel the beat, you gotta move. I'm feeling this funk like 4 flat tires, pumping it higher. The roof's on fire. The homies ain't tired. It's my desire.
Our next guest at the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days is Arizona State head coach Kenny Dillingham. Coach will open it up to questions first, so please raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll bring a microphone to you. And please stand before asking your question. Identify yourself with your name and media affiliation. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll have our microphone holders get to you. We'll go here to center right, fourth row.
Hey, Kenny. Chris Cartman, Son of a Source. My question is about your coaching continuity. You've had a tremendous amount of coaches stay within your program. That's something that's caused prior ASU staff's challenges, including a staff that you were on under Todd Graham. So what does that enable you personally and the team?
Yeah, I think it makes you more efficient. I think anytime that you can have consistency on your staff, a lot of the things that you would spend time on, you don't have to spend time on, which allows you to give more time off to your staff, which makes them want to stay more. And then the more time off you give them, the more they want to stay, but then the more continuity you have. So I think it's a what came first, the chicken or the egg scenario in terms of that really just provides a lot of time-saving scenarios, and we can all get on the same page. We all know how we think, we know how we work together, and I think it's a huge advantage for us. It allows us to see our families, to get away from the game, and also get the same amount of work done, if not more, than other places with extreme turnover.
Again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and keep it raised until we can get someone to you. We'll go to the center left, third row.
Yeah, Kenny, Barry Trammell with the Tulsa World. You guys got so close to winning in the 24 playoff. Tech had a good seed last year. How important is it for somebody to break through and start winning once you get in the playoff? Important for the league.
Yeah, winning is always important. So, yeah, we want to win as many games as we can in the regular season, as many games as we can in the postseason. I mean, obviously, winning, it's the nature of the sport. We got to win.
Okay, we'll go center right, fourth row.
How you doing, Kenny? Hod Robino, Devil's Digest. Chemistry and cohesion, some will say, are the biggest cliches in sports, but do you feel that the culture that you established at Arizona State has really helped those elements become from cliches to actually building program, especially with so many new here?
100%. I think the Leadership Council here has done a great job, along with a lot of other guys who got votes, establishing a culture, establishing a work ethic, establishing those things that do breed success. I mean, when you talk about culture, you can put it on a wall or you can live it. I think a lot of the guys, how we've recruited guys, the guys that we've brought in, they're very like-minded. And when you recruit like-minded people, they get along, those people get along, they want to be around each other, create an environment to have them work. And I think these guys on this council, these guys on this team, I think they love the process, they love the work, and they believe in what we're doing. And I think they've really brought in the rest of the team. And like I said, there's a bunch of leaders on this team that aren't here who have done the same thing. So I do believe in those, that culture, and that has been established.
Okay, again, if you have a question, please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. We'll go to the back.
Who are you looking forward to losing to in the new NCAA game?
I think the last time I played a player on our team nicknamed Sip, I think I beat him by like 40 pre-game on a Friday night. We ended up to win that game later, but so it would not be Sip. It would have to be somebody else on our team. So I don't know who that would be.
Okay, we go to the left side, left center, fourth row.
Hey, Coach. Jordan Edmondson, Sigo Sumini. So my question for you is, when someone watches Arizona State football this fall, what's one characteristic you hope they immediately associate with the team?
Tough. Watch us. We're physical. We respond to adversity, physically and mentally tough. Bad things happen, we respond. We don't get too high, we don't get too low, and we're a physical football team, so tough. That's the number one thing. I mean, other than the little thing, owning the ball and all that stuff that everybody has to do to win, but tough. When you turn on our tape, I want our football team to be a team that you can feel the physicality and you can see us respond.
Okay, we'll go to left center,
Coach Andrew Chirico, Knights 24/7. ASU has produced a multitude of draft picks since you've taken over. What are some of those names that we can look for this fall that can generate some noise?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of names. I mean, for me to go through and try, we'll be here for a while. But I think there's a lot of names of guys that have an opportunity to get drafted this year. And in future years within the program, I think that's something that we've established is that we can put guys in the NFL, that we can develop a team and a culture and an environment to maximize players. And I think this last season, you know, having those 4 guys drafted and guys that weren't really ranked super high in their high school recruiting rankings, you know, were kind of under the radar, and then have the success they had and get drafted where they were. I think that's only the beginning for our program to prove that we can help you get to where you want to go. And then the guys that don't make the NFL, how can we help you in life, which is the more challenging prospect.
Left center, 6th row.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Republic. Can you talk about the schedule your team is playing, and in particular the London game, and how that is going to change everything you do on a weekly?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge. I mean, I told our team the biggest challenge is us this year in managing the schedule, you know, going on the road at A&M and then going straight from A&M straight to London week 3. Like, that's a challenge of its own. And you know, I want to do the London game because at the end of the day, college football is still about these players. It's still about 18 to 22-year-olds and their experience, you know, in college and the memories they make, hopefully good memories. But it's about those memories, and sending 105 college kids to London to experience something they may never experience again is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And even though it makes our schedule more challenging, you know, everything's challenging in its own light, and we're going to have we created a challenge for ourselves, but if we go take care of business, play the game we want to play, prepare how we want to prepare, it could also bring us together, and we could turn it into a positive. That does create challenges in the schedule, puts our bye week, week 3, and then us having 9 straight games is another challenge of keeping our bodies healthy. So this is a great challenge for our team to be able to play a difficult schedule, not just versus teams, but logistically, and find a way to navigate through it. And that's the maturity that I think this team has.
Center right, 4th row.
Dan Tortora, Wake Up Call, DTD.com. Coach, looking at the elite wide receivers that you brought in via the transfer portal, just what you can say about that room, how it's growing, and what we can expect this season from them.
Yeah, I expect that room to be dynamic. I expect that room to, you know, force people to lean safeties in the run game, in the pass game, to change coverage. You know, that's what I expect. I expect some of those guys to force a team to play them with more than one person. And in a game that's turning into a league filled with, you know, 4-match, which fits almost like 2-man, and 3-match, in a game that's turning into a lot of match coverage, you have to have guys who can truly win on the perimeter and give yourself throws. And if you can do that, you can change, you know, the math equation. So we're looking for those guys to change the math in the box, so guys like Kyson can run the rock.
Far left side, 4th row.
Candace Sports. Hi, Coach. How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Great. After reaching the college football playoffs in 2024, the team took a bit of a step back last season. How has the heavy use of the transfer portal, how is that going to benefit you this season as a team, you hope?
Yeah, I think we, you know, after the 2014 season was a great run for our guys. No expectations, just work, one day at a time, just the work. I think we brought in guys in the portal that have a similar mindset to what we want our team to be, and that's process-driven, not results-driven. And I think if you can stay true to that mindset of process-driven and focus on what you can control every single day, and you can do it in an environment where you like to be in and you enjoy being there, I think it only multiplies the process-driven culture. And I think we brought those guys in, and we're expecting them to make a big impact.
Time for a couple more questions. We'll go center right, 3rd row.
Coach, James Technic into White Right Sun. What was it about Cutter Boley coming in from Kentucky that made you go and want to bring him into Arizona State? Because I think he was in the transfer portal for only like 2 days before you guys signed him.
Yeah, so I recruited him to Oregon when I was there. And I just remember he was a really good athlete. You know, people don't give him enough credit for his athleticism. He's a very good athlete, was a good basketball player. And then he had all the arm strength and all the ability of what he could do. And then when he went in the portal, watching his tape really fast, but I remembered who he was. And I remembered a lot about him from his visit out there to Oregon. So it was somebody that I knew I wanted to target from the beginning.
All right, final question, far left side in the back.
Hey, Kenny, Jake Garcia with 12 News in Phoenix. You've been very vocal about the importance of fundraising just to keep up with the college football arms race. Are you content with what's already been done? And do you feel like there's further room to grow in that area to allow ASU to keep up?
You just asked a coach if he's content, right? Obviously, the answer is no, right? We'll never be content, right? You're always striving to be better. You're always striving to push better, push for more, push for more. And the day that I stop trying to push for more, right, is the day that I'm complacent and content, and that's not what you want, right? You should always want more. You should always push for more. And I think that's just the nature of the world we're in today, but it's the nature of how sports have been forever, is you always want more, you push for more. I'll say the athletic department, the president, they've definitely gotten way, way, way more involved in terms of what they want this program to be from my 4 years here. There's been unbelievable growth in who we are as an athletic department, as a university, their support for football. And we're building a new indoor facility that's going to be state of the art, one of the best indoor facilities in the country. And we're continuing to try to get better and better and better. But I'll never be satisfied. I'll always want more. I'll always push to want more. And I think anybody who wants to be the very best is going to want the same.
Coach, thank you for your time today and good luck this season.
Thank you. Go Devils.
BYU head coach Kalani Sitake will join us at 1 o'clock.
Snap a fall in the air. We've been waiting on it all damn year. Drag out a car, heart, and a chair. Let's build a fire.
Now joining us on stage, BYU head coach Kalani Sitake. Following Coach's opening statement, we'll open up the floor for questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring a microphone to you. Before you ask your question, please stand, identify yourself with your name and media affiliation. Coach, we'll start with your opening statement.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. It's an honor for me to be here as the head coach of BYU, and really excited about the questions and the interaction that we have. I want to first thank Big 12 Conference, our Commissioner Brett Yormark and his leadership, and everyone that has made today possible, accommodating with the staff, and so really appreciate everything that they did today to make this happen. I'm really excited about the opportunity to be here with this team. Looking forward to this fall. I want to express gratitude to all the media members that are here as well covering our program and those that I've been able to interact with, and so and those that are here with interacting with our 6 players that we brought. I want to express our gratitude and appreciation to BYU, our administration, our fan base is amazing, and finally, before I answer the questions, I want to express my love and appreciation to our players that are currently working out, and minus the 6 guys that are here, and really excited as we looked at the number of players to bring and who to select for the media day. We had a good number to look from, probably the most that we've had in years past, and so I'm honored that we were able to bring 3 offensive players with Bear Bachmeier, our quarterback, our offensive lineman, Bruce Mitchell, and our running back, LJ Martin, and then that with our defensive players on 3 defensive players, Isaiah Glasker, a linebacker, our defensive lineman, Keanu Tanuvasa, and our cornerback, Evan Johnson. So really excited to be here, excited for the season, and excited for the opportunities that we have with the 12-game schedule ahead of us, and I'm also excited about any questions that you guys may have, and if you don't have any, that's great too.
All right, if you have a question, please raise your hand. Keep it raised until we can get someone to you. I have one in the back and one here in the front.
Hi, Bailey Sheffield with KillerFrogs.com. Obviously, you had a great season last year. I just want to know, how are you keeping your team from being complacent and getting comfortable with such high expectations?
Yeah, I think the key is to keep focusing on what we can accomplish, the work ethic. So I'm honored that I get to work with amazing young men that have great work ethic, and complacency is not in their vocabulary. And so finding ways to improve. We know that last year was some really cool things, some awesome success, but at the same time, we know we can do better, we can improve. And so looking at the opportunities to just find a way, me as a head coach, get these guys to play their best 12 times. And so with that being said, we still need to make mistakes in practice and make sure that we be aggressive in the way that we train. Obviously, the season is going to come down to, it's going to require some physical part of the game too, and a little bit of pain, and I think all that's necessary. So these guys are committed to getting that done, and I'm excited to be their coach.
Center right, second row.
Coach Lynn Harrington, Stay Alive Power 5. How you doing today?
Doing good. Good to see you.
Good to see you again. So your running back, LJ Martin, he only needs 1,631 yards to become BYU's all-time leading rusher. And considering that he was named the preseason Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, do you feel that there's going to be more pressure on him and it puts a bullseye on his back for this upcoming season?
Well, the great thing about LJ is that he is not a me-only guy. So I think he's ready to do whatever it takes for our program, our team to be successful. But I just want to make sure that he knows he doesn't have to do it himself. He can depend on the other 10 guys on the field with him, and he can also depend on the other 2 phases. So the goal is for us to play complementary football in all 3 phases, and that might require him to run the ball a little bit more than other games. But I'm not really worried about getting him the necessary yards. With the new rule, LJ has 2 years to play, so I don't know. Maybe you guys can talk him into staying for another year. But right now, we're focused on this season and getting him the opportunity to be at his best. The fact that he can depend on an offensive line that has a lot of experience is going to be a key, and Bruce Mitchell leading the way, I think it's going to be very helpful for him.
Far right side in the back.
Yeah, Kalani, Jake Hatch, the Locked On Podcast Network. Just wanted to ask you, in terms of Bear, how much better can he be a year 2 versus what he was as a season ago?
I don't want to put any expectations on him, but he knows the offense a lot better now than he did last year at this time, you know. So the goal for us is to put him in a position where he can still progress, find ways to get better, improve his game. And that comes in a lot of different ways. And so you look at all the factors going into it. I think you guys see him and see the physical change that he's made. We need to make sure that there's a positive mental change in him, that as he gains football IQ, that he realizes, like I said about LJ, that Bear doesn't have to do it himself, and he can rely on his teammates in the other phases of the football of the program to help him. So I think the goal is just for him to just manage his role as a quarterback, and he doesn't have to be the answer for everything.
Center right, second row.
Hi, Ella Bachmeyer. Today I'm here with AP As We See It. A lot of your players talk about how personable you are. My brother's even saying you're like a crazy uncle to them. Is how do you build that chemistry with players, especially this summer with new players on the roster?
I think for me it's not to mess it up, and I think even as a leader, I think sometimes me as a head coach, they don't really need me watching everything they do. Giving them autonomy and the opportunity to make decisions in the program, we result in them feeling like they have a part in it and that this is their program. Listen, my job is to serve them as a head coach and to allow them to perform at their best, which means I have to put in a lot of work, and it usually doesn't mean I have to interact with them all the time, but when I do interact with them, I need to make it memorable and not a waste of their time. So the worst thing that can happen is I'm talking to a young man and he takes a look at his phone while I'm talking to him. It's like, maybe I'm old school, but I'm trying to get as much information to them as possible. And most of the information is that they know that I care about them and I want what's best for them, even what's best for me. So that's an easy way to lead. And if I'm being honest, I had Lavelle Edwards as my mentor, who was a leader for me. I got to play for him. I was a captain for him. And he's the best at it. And you see a lot of people that have played for Lavelle that are in football now, you know, Kyle Whittingham at Michigan, and with Steve Sarkisian at Texas, myself here, and you're looking at all the people that have been interactive with him, Andy Reid in the NFL. So it's easy for me to just follow the guys that did it for me. So that's Lavelle Edwards has been the key to all of that happening.
Far left side, fourth row.
This working?
Okay, looks like we're having problems. We'll start here at the center right.
Hey, Coach. Hamilton, Nightcast Media. Just want to also touch on LJ and how have you seen him develop from the first time that you coached him to where he is now, and be able to create or actually contribute to the culture that you've created inside that locker room, having kind of that unselfish mentality?
Was that about LJ Martin?
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I wish I could take credit for LJ. He comes from an amazing mom and father. So his parents have been great and have done a great job teaching him. I just try to make sure he stays on the path that his parents set for him, which is alignment with what we do at BYU football. And so if there's any questions that I would have, I would just go to the parents. They did an amazing job raising him. And that's with all our young men. They come from amazing families and backgrounds, and so I'm just trying to make sure that I don't mess it up, you know, that I keep the momentum going, and that I provide them with the direction that their parents would want me to. And sometimes that's some correction, but with LJ, it doesn't have to be. He's been bought into everything we asked him to do. In fact, the only thing that you could probably say about him is that he's really shy, and he doesn't talk much. But this is his second media day, and I think last year I said that's the most I've ever heard him speak, and he did it all in one day for the entire year. And he's been outspoken a lot more since then, and so I think he's feeling a lot more comfortable in the public and in the media. And so now we're getting to hear him and feel a little bit more about his maturity and about how he was raised. And so that's that's the things you guys are highlighting, some amazing things about him, but it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with his upbringing.
Far left side.
Hi, Coach. I'm Lacey Hawthorne. We're D210 Sports. Your team enters the season as one of the favorites to compete for the Big 12 championship, and you have 6 players recognized on the preseason All-Big 12 team. What's the biggest point of emphasis this offseason to make sure this team continues to improve rather than becoming comfortable?
Yeah, I think the goal for us was to always stay humble, stay hungry. Our culture is built on love and learn, which means that those are things that you have to be working on. You can't sit there and rest on anything that you've accomplished. And so complacency has never been part of the equation. And so the goal for us is try to find ways to get better. And it's not just get better in football. It's how can we improve in everything in our life? How can they just make one thing better every day? And how can they show a little bit more discipline and have that transform into the field and help us be in a position to get victories. And so we're working on all those things, but each one of them is specialized. So it's not like one system will fit them all. And luckily I have the staff and the resources available where we can apply sports science training room and find ways to push these guys' bodies and let them recover and make sure that they're ready to train and be at their optimal performance level by the time we get to game 1.
Far left row, second side.
Skyler Dixon with the Associated Press. You tried to make the playoff case after that second loss to Texas Tech last year, but you probably knew the inevitable was coming the next day. Just wonder your view of the 2014 model versus the 16.
The 24, or what were you saying?
Yeah, your view of the 2014 model if that were to be coming down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't make all the decisions when it comes to how many teams get in the playoff, and I'm not in the business of campaigning for that either. I mean, we just got to go do our job and play our best and see what happens. And so I understand how difficult it can be for a committee to select teams, and there's going to be some teams going to be left on the outside. My approach is just to stay humble, hungry, and work harder at trying to find ways to be better. And so I'm not going to campaign for that, but I can say that if you ask me the system and how many teams you want to be available, 24 makes the most sense to me, where everybody can feel comfortable being in a playoff. The FCS has been doing it for a while now, and other divisions in football have been doing it, but I'm not the decision maker on that stuff. All I can deal with is what we have right now and focus on that and be positive and optimistic about it.
We'll go to the left center.
Hi, Coach. Nate Church with BYU Daily Universe. Last year, during the rivalry game with Utah and leading up to that game, there was a lot of intensity, some threats of violence and stuff like that. I wanted to ask you, how are you hoping to change the culture surrounding the rivalry? Morgan Scalley's taking over at Utah.
Yeah, first of all, Morgan Scalley is a good friend of mine, and so we worked together for a decade at Utah when I was coaching there, and so that I was great friends with Kyle Whittingham too. So Kyle Whittingham leaves, and another great friend of mine is the head coach at Utah. Nothing's really changed there. But the rivalry games, if you want to change some of the outlook on it, there's so many positive things that are going around on both sides. And so I think we celebrate some of the really cool things that are happening with the rivalry game. And for some reason, a lot of the negative stuff gets all the attention. But there's some really cool positive moments and families that are on both sides. I mean, I have family members that graduate from Utah and family members that graduate from BYU. So that's what actually makes it intense and fun, is that it affects households. You know what I mean? So, but the respect level and the love, I mean, I don't know if there's going to be anything different. We've always respected and loved our rivals, and I think they feel the same way about us. I know I was there. So I think that's what makes it even more fun.
Coach, thank you for your time today, and good luck this season.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
Texas Tech head coach Joey McGuire will join us at 1:20. Thank you, Coach.
I hope they coming for me, and I don't
and bless Texas.
We'll conclude today's main stage press conferences at the 2026 Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days with Texas Tech head coach Joey McGuire. Following Coach's opening statement, we'll open the floor for questions. Once you're called upon, please stand and raise your hand. If you have a question, you'll have a microphone brought to you. Once you're called upon, please stand, ask your question, identify yourself, your name and media affiliation. Coach, we'll start with your opening statement.
Well, I know nobody believes this, but I am fired up to be here. I am excited to see you guys. Just like every year, every time I get to see you guys, that means we're one step closer to playing football. And, man, we're really excited. Excited about the guys that I brought with me today. It was cool to see the preseason for the second year in a row, the preseason Defensive Player of the Year is a Red Raider, and that's A.J. Holmes, our starting defensive tackle, second team All-American last year. Brought Bryce Polak, our starting corner. Brought Sheridan Wilson, our starting center. Ben Roberts, our starting middle linebacker. We're able to bring Terrence Carter, our starting tight end, and Coy Aiken, our starting wide receiver. And, you know, it's really cool to see Ben and Sheridan go through this experience because they were mid-year freshmen my very first meeting whenever I got the job, the very first team meeting. And so it was fun to watch them come to this, and I know they've had a great time. Great to see our cheerleaders and Raider Red over there, our media teams here, my chief of staff, Antonio Huffman. We're excited. I know that a lot of coaches have come up and said that, and we're really excited. We had a phenomenal year last year, and we're looking forward to kicking it off on September 5th. Looking forward to starting Big 12 play on week 3 against a great Houston team. We feel like we're in a really good spot culturally and team-wise. And, man, I just appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate Jerry Jones hosting us. I'm going to use Kalani's line. I'm excited for your questions, but if you don't have any, then I'm okay with that too. So, no, just kidding. With that, open up for questions.
All right, we'll go to center right, third row.
Hey, Coach. Corey Whitman with the Daily Toreador. Obviously, there was a ton of commotion on the program this offseason with the national sports media, and obviously that has the opportunity to take away focus from your players. I'm just wondering, how were the guys, especially veterans like Ben Roberts and Sheridan Wilson, in redirecting the guys to focus on football?
Yeah, I think, you know, one thing that I truly believe in is to bring a team together. Shared success is part of it, but shared adversity brings you even closer. And, you know, the last couple months, we've gone through some adversity. I do believe if you walked into our building every single day and you walked into the weight room and the workouts or football school, you wouldn't know that anything was going on. And a big part of that has been Ben and Sheridan. We met multiple times, you know, with them being our two captains, and really I talked through this with those guys and how they felt and what we wanted to do, and they've been incredible. I'm really fortunate. We've got a strong, really strong leadership group. Cam Dickey, Jacoby Williams, Howard Sampson, guys like that, and just really strong people, and they've kept us focused on football. At no point did I feel, you know, over the last few months that anything's taken away from the football as far as in the building.
Far left side, front row.
Sean Dillon, Rockin' Pregame. Coach, underrated players that we're not talking about right now on offense and defense that we should be?
You know, I think Trey White and Adam Trick are two guys. You know, it was awesome to see Adam on the All Big 12 preseason team, but, you know, Trey White, besides Colin Simmons and Trey White, they're the only two players, I could get this stat wrong, that have 28 plus tackles for a loss and 19 sacks in the last 2 years. And so I don't know if enough people are talking about Trey White, Adam. I don't know if enough people are talking about B.J. Jordan. He's a guy that's going to benefit from the new rule, possibly having another year, but he's played 4 years at Texas Tech. And so some guys like that, you know, I think you could talk about more because they had really good years last year and they're going to have good years this year.
Center right, fourth row.
Coach Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldtt.com. Just what you can say to the quarterback room, the leadership that's come in there, and what that competition looks like, what the fall looks like going into 2026.
Yeah, really fortunate to have a guy like Will Hammond. You know, if Will doesn't go down against Oklahoma State, you know, we take a veteran quarterback, but, you know, we felt like we had our starting quarterback. I think with the amount of money that's being placed into these rosters, we felt like if there was any setback injury-wise, you know, we couldn't take a chance that he's not going to be ready. We've been fortunate, one, that he hasn't had any setbacks, and two, if you ask Will Hammond throughout this process, he would tell you he was our starting quarterback and wasn't going to back away. He's a unique individual, and I think, you know, the one thing that I could say, if you wanted to see what Will Hammond was, watch him come off the bench against Utah, and not the game that he played. I'm not talking about the play, but the way the players reacted when he came into that game, the belief and that the love they have for him. So we're fortunate to have him. And then Kurt Francis and Lloyd Jones have had really good springs and really good summers. So feel good about that room. We just need to stay on track. You know, where we're at right now, I could see Will Hammond starting the first game. And, you know, we'll leave that up to the doctors and the medical staff, but he's in a really good spot.
Left center in the back.
Hey, Coach. Lee Rivera with BuffStampede.com. Last year, your team was able to win the Big 12 Conference. What do you think the expectation is coming into the playoff this season?
Win the Big 12 Conference. You know, there's only been 2 teams in the history of this conference, no matter who's been in the conference. There's only been 2 teams that have won back-to-back Big 12 championships. That's OU and Baylor shared, I believe, their conference titles. And so, you know, we want to do something that very few teams have been able to do, and that's to win the Big 12 championship again. You know, but I think it's really important. I think it's really important that this conference gets multiple teams in the playoffs. I think there's an obligation as programs in this conference that we play at a high level, and then I think it's really important that we win in the playoffs, you know, and still, until we do that as a conference, then we're going to continue to have the same narrative that we have right now.
Center right, third row.
Coach, Lane Self with RedRaidersports.com. Last year, you described how close the group was as the closest team that you've ever coached. How is this team progressing and coming along this summer?
Yeah, I feel really good. You know, the good thing is that, like, we have 12 returning starters, you know, and we have guys like Coy Aiken, who has been in that meeting room, knows nothing else but what we preach every single day. Ben Roberts, a guy like John Curry, Sheridan Wilson, guys that, you know, the foundation of the program. These guys were recruited out of high school and have played for us at a high level. And so I feel good that they're helping bring the team together. And, you know, I do think that what we've gone through the last couple months have brought us even closer.
Left center, third row.
Yeah, Joey, Barry Trammell. I understand all the reasons that Tech supported Brendan Sorsby the way they did, but did any of it come at a cost to your reputation or those things, or do you have to do any restoration in that regard?
That's a great question, man. It's good to see you, too. And it's tough. You know, the thing for me that through all of this, my president and my AD, who are good friends of mine, who believed in me, who hired me, they went through a lot. Like, if you look as a whole, there were not a lot of coaches that said really a whole lot. You know, there was some funny jabs taken by some coaches, but there wasn't a lot of coaches that just really came out and said a lot of different things. And so for my peers, I got a lot of support. You know, Eric Morris, the first day any news broke, called me and said, hey, man, I'm just doing a well check. He's a good friend of mine. Kalani is a great friend of mine. Said the same thing. Kenny Dillingham made a joke in a group text and then called me and said, you know, I was kidding. I said, Kenny, dude, I get it, man. So for me, my peers, I had so much support from my peers. And it was tough to you know, see Kirby and President Skubanek have to go through that. And so, you know, I hate that for them. You know, the thing that we really try to focus on is the Red Raiders and our alumni base and our boosters. And so that's who, you know, whenever I've talked to, answered any emails, text, or anything like that, those are the ones that I'm concerned to make sure they understand where we were coming from.
Center right in the back.
Coach Robert Gonsolin, News Channel 6, thanks for coming today. Amidst everything going on this offseason, how has Will Hammond been? You give him high praise. How has he been in terms of keeping his head down and staying ready for the right time, the right opportunity?
Yeah, man, again, we're so fortunate. That young man, he's one of the guys that he's one of the first 2 or 3 people in the building. He's one of the last ones to leave. Extremely hard worker. He's got great confidence in himself, and he's prepared himself to be in the position he's in. You know, and he's got really an infectious personality that people just gravitate to. And so I think that's why there's a lot of confidence in Will. And then the good thing is, I think we have one of the top running back rooms in the country, if not the best. We have one of the top tight end rooms in the country. I think we've improved our offensive line. We've got a very deep wide receiver room. So, you know, it's not all on him, that he's going to have a lot of people around him to help him succeed.
Center left in the back.
Hey, I was going to make sure you got a question. You had your hand up the longest.
Thanks, Coach. Donovan Bridgeford, TXA and 24 News. I want to ask about some of the jabs from Steve Sarkisian, head coach of Texas Longhorns, and how serious you were about getting that first game on the schedule, and if we could see that in the future.
Yeah, first spot the ball, man. Like, we're ready to go right now. We'll play tomorrow. You know, we don't need any film study or anything like that, man. I know they don't either. They got a great football team, one of the best teams in the country. They're going to be really good this year. You know, the thing, I have a lot of respect for Sark, for people that have covered the University of Texas for a long time. You know, what he's been able to do to be successful and sustain success, it's hard to do. You know, Mack Brown was the last coach to be able to do what he's doing, you know, and before that, y'all would have to help me of who was before that other than Darrell Roll that literally had the success that Sark's having. And so I have a lot of respect for him. If you go back and you look on record, I've said continuously, I think he's one of the best play callers, you know, in the game today. You know, and shoot, we were texting the other day. Jeff Traylor put me and Sark in a group text. There's a Division I panel at the THSCA coaching school, and he wants to sit between us. I told Jeff he's going to have to step up his sports coach game if he's going to sit between me and Sark, because Sark's probably going to have that burnt orange sports coat, and I'm going to wear this one or wear a red one. You know, but I want to play. Man, I'm a Texan. I was born in Texarkana, Texas, in Wadley Regional Medical Center. In 1971, I grew up in the Southwest Conference. Texas and Texas Tech are supposed to play. Texas and Texas A&M are supposed to play, and they are playing. You know, SMU is supposed to play. I'd love to play Rhett Lashley. I mean, if you're a Texan and you're a fan of the football in this state, then why would we go outside the state to play non-conference games if we're not in conference anymore? Because you have such good football in this state. And so I would love to play Texas A&M, You know, SMU's not in the conference. I would love to play those guys just because I think it's great for the state of Texas. It's great for the high school coaches and the high school players in the state of Texas. You know, and that might be one reason that we have so many kids leaving the state is because we're not playing each other anymore. You know, I remember whenever I was a high school coach, you know, growing up through the system that, you know, you didn't have as many kids leaving the state. Well, it's probably because the doors are open because we're playing so many other out of conference instead of playing each other.
Coach, thank you for your time today and good luck this season.
All right. Thank y'all. Wreck 'em.
For the school we love so dearly, through the days and the nights, until our time is done here. We are the scarlet and the black. Step forward, never back. So fight, Raiders, fight. The seasons come and go. Slowly pages start to turn. The memories and grades aren't given, only earned. And the victory bells ring out. Fight, Raiders, fight. For the school we love so dearly, through the days and the night. Until our time is done here, we are the scarlet and the black. Step forward, never back. So fight, Raiders, fight. And as we walk across the stage, strive for honor evermore. We bow to our friends. Long live the Matador. If you haven't climbed up to Enchanted Rock, drink a cold shiner down in Luckenbach, taking your baby to the river walk, then you ain't met my Texas yet. If you haven't floated down the El Frio, heard Red Dirt music on your radio, eating Coopers down in Llano, then you ain't met my Texas yet. You haven't been to the Houston Rodeo, sang Carry On at a packed green show. If you ain't seen an Abilene sunset, then you ain't met my Texas yet.
You never gotta drive down in Port A, heard the words of Corpus Christi Bay. Never seen fireworks on PK. You ain't met my Texas yet. Haven't had a Colachi when you go through West. Never heard of the Larry Joe Taylor Fest. Think polished pop country crap sounds the best. You ain't met my Texas yet. You hadn't been to the Fort Worth Stock Show, sang along with Corey Morrow. And if you ain't seen a hill country sunset, you ain't met my Texas yet.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Monster Energy Big 12 College Football Media Day. My name is Kevin Connors. I'm an anchor and studio host at ESPN. It's an honor to be here. I've gotten to chat with and meet some of the coaches so far and look forward to chatting and meeting with more of the coaches here during this roundtable discussion here. And what I'd love to do with each of the coaches is kind of pose a question and maybe ask the same one to another one after we ask that initial question. You know, it's hard not to think in sports right now about the World Cup and how it's captivated this country and not think about the similarities here with the Big 12 and how the Big 12 is going global here, has already and will again this season here, leading the way in college football. TCU headed to Dublin this season. Arizona State and Kansas will play in London. Coach Dillingham, I want to start with you here. What are your thoughts and what is the importance of playing games overseas for the Big 12 and for your program?
I defer to Joey. I'm just kidding. I said I was going to do it, so I had to. I'm excited for our program, for our guys. College football is still about 18 to 23-year-olds and the experiences they have. And regardless of all the problems that people try to throw in the way of it, our job as a staff is to give them those opportunities. So if somebody says they're going to fly 105 of our players to London to go hang out together for a week, and then they say, yeah, it's going to make your schedule harder, great, bring it on. It's an experience that they'll remember for the rest of their life. And they get to play in a legendary stadium in a country that some of them will never go to again. My mom's never left the country. She's going, right? So it's an experience for these guys that is one of a kind. And I feel like I'd be doing all of our players wrong to tell them no to be able to go to that experience.
Coach Prime, first of all, it's great to see you and great to see you. Glad to know that you're in good health here. From a branding standpoint, certainly you can speak to the NFL side of things and your personal side of things. How about from a branding standpoint for your school and the conference, the importance of playing these international games?
First of all, it's a tremendous opportunity to be chosen. And when you think about it, I'm a kid from the inner city, man, and you talking about taking me out the country? I'm like, yeah. Oh, do we have to have a passport? I don't know nothing about no passport. So understanding all of those nuances and getting the opportunity to just display your brand all over the country is unbelievable for our universities, prospective universities. It's a tremendous chance, a tremendous thought process of the kids. It just expands their vision, their thought processes. And if the families could possibly some kind of way get over as well, that just puts more on it. But you know what? The kids have NIL. I think they can afford that. They can afford to fly their own darn families on it. We don't have to foot the bill. But it's a tremendous opportunity. I would love for the Colorado Buffaloes to be asked to attend.
You know, one of the themes that Dusty and Lewis and I have been talking about in our 4 hours of television so far today about the league is that in many ways the Big 12 is the league of the quarterback this season. You've got the reigning Big 12 first-teamer Noah Fifita coming back, others returning at the position, saw significant time. 2 newcomers to the league played in conference championship games. Coach Sitake, let me start with you. What's it like preparing to play that level of quarterback week in and week out?
Well, I mean, the quarterbacks are talented and they have a lot of skill. The key, though, is the leadership that's on all these programs. And being up here with all these coaches, I mean, they're all my friends. It makes it even harder to play against them when they're all good people. And so you combine great leadership with the great talent, and makes it even more difficult. And that's what makes it exciting. Everybody has a shot, and that's why there's so much parity in this league. Looking at the champions, I mean, the last 6 champions have been different teams, and they haven't had a back-to-back team do it. But if there's anyone that can do it, it'd probably be Texas Tech. So you have all these great leaders with great cultures, and they have a system in how to put things into work. But also, I love the friendship that we have with each other. You know, we were together a couple months ago and got to spend time with them, and it makes it even harder that they're really, really good people.
It's pretty evident. Coach Aranda, how about you? A defensive-minded coach. You've got a great new quarterback coming in DJ. But again, the question about preparing to play this level of quarterback on a weekly basis.
Well, I think one of the things that makes it difficult to be on the defensive side is that these quarterbacks can run. And so they can beat you throwing it, they can beat you running it. And then there's a street smarts that I really think is true with Big 12 quarterbacks especially. They may not have the size and the length and all the things. Some of them do, but then some of them are just ballers. And you put them on a field, and they can see the field, and they can respond in a way where they're making plays, and they're making something out of nothing. You know, I think from a defensive perspective, when a guy can beat you with his legs, as well as, hey, this is, he's too far off, I'm going to spit the ball out here, or, hey, I'm going to check out of this, I'm going to get into that, and he's operating at that level, it's difficult to defend.
In late May, there was a vote among the head coaches assembled here on stage and the 8 others that'll join us tomorrow on the topic of expanding the playoff to 24 teams. And the vote was unanimous. All 16 coaches voted in favor of expanding the field. Coach McGuire, let me start with you on this one. Why expand the field?
You know, one, I think it's great for college football. If you, like we were all presented with a bracket of 24 from last year, and there would have been 5 Big 12 teams in that bracket, you know, and there have been some great matchups. So I think that's really important. And then, you know, for me, I'm ready to get the national championship back around New Year's Day and our January 5th, January 7th. You know, this sport's not supposed to be played on January 25th, college-wise. And so I think whenever you open that up to 24, then it redoes the calendar, or we have an opportunity to redo the calendar. But the biggest thing is, man, just the great matchups that you could have had, and there's some deserving teams. I mean, you know, number one, I got to play Kalani twice, and you're talking about a stud quarterback, but a really physical football team. But Houston was as hot of a team as there was in the country at the end of the year. And if you'd had a 24-team bracket, they would have been playing in that playoff bracket, and they deserve to. And you could see by the way they played in their bowl game that they deserve to. So I'm a big fan of getting more teams in. I do think everybody says that it could dilute the regular season. No, it's going to make it more important because there's a chance to have home field advantage possibly for 2 rounds versus 1 round. And so that's going to make a big difference in the regular season. And more people will be in the hunt at the end of the year getting in the playoffs.
Coach Frost, why expand the field?
I agree with Joey. I think we all have to be okay with the fact that the landscape's changing and college football's changing. There's different strengths of schedules that people have. We're all playing for something different now, and that's to try to get into the playoff and win a championship. And I think the more teams that get involved with that, the better chance you have of deciding it on the field. And this is a deep conference, a talented conference, top to bottom, as good as anybody. And we had a lot of teams that I think deserve to at least have the opportunity to compete for that last year, and hopefully we get to that point.
This is off script here, but one thing we were discussing over there, and Commissioner Yormark talked about it, was with expansion, the possibility of losing a conference championship game. Coach Fritz, where would you stand on expanding a playoff field at the cost of a conference championship game?
You know, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it, but I think that would be good if we went to 24, like Joey was talking about. We just don't want to keep pushing the timeline of the season back further and further. Getting it done someplace around January 1st, I think, would be great for college football. And yeah, going to 24, if you had to do that, that might be a possibility.
Coach Morris?
I agree, because last year I would have been in the playoff. I wouldn't have gone to a conference championship game. So we were slated to make it, and then unfortunately couldn't be able to pull it out. But yeah, I agree. I think that's what everybody in America wants to see. And I think, you know, just like any other sport, anytime you get to the postseason, is they want to see the best against the best for as many weeks as possible, right? And just like they were saying, I mean, there's a team that gets hot late, and I think, you know, you've been able to see that a number of times through sports in general, and it gives them the opportunity to play something on a stage. And then too, I think going and doing some of these playoff games early on some of these campuses is such a unique experience for the average fan and for the student bodies to be able to stay at home, you know, in December and experience these atmospheres as a college student. I think is something that'll be a memory for a lifetime.
Coach Morris, let me keep it with you here. One of the new realities about the sport is that every coach and every program here has seen their team dramatically impacted, good and bad, from the transfer portal. We hear the word culture a lot. How do you go about building your culture in this era of the transfer portal?
I'm a little bit old school in this regard where, you know, I just try to intentionally spend time with these kids and get to know their stories and what motivates them. I think we're in an era of a generation of 18 to 22-year-olds that's mesmerized by technology right now. And quite frankly, they're all addicted to their phones, to video games. They're used to being away from people. And so I think being really intentional and forcing them to have conversation and just because I love the locker room in college sports, it's such a sacred place. And I think, you know, we have so many different people that come from different backgrounds, different races, socioeconomical classes, different religions. And when we all start peeling back the layers of the onion, like we're all more alike than what we ever imagined. We all struggle. We all have problems. We all have issues. And so I think, you know, when you really build these relationships intentionally and you spend time in a genuine way around each other, it allows you to want to go sacrifice for one another.
Coach Fritz, same question to you. How at Houston have you built your culture?
Well, you know, it's the recruiting piece. We talk about you got to be a great talent evaluator and you got to be an information gatherer. I tell my assistant coaches, our recruiting staff, you know, if there's someone that you don't want to coach, don't recruit them. And if you don't think they're going to fit in how I do things, do not bring them in, because I've got a memory like an elephant, and I'll remember if you bring this guy in, it doesn't work out. So we've got really good young men in our program. I'm sure all these guys would say the same thing, but you got to do, you know, a good job with background checking everybody and make sure they'll fit in how you do things.
This next question is for Coach McGuire and for Coach Dillingham. Each of you played well into December in the past 2 seasons. Coach McGuire, you last year, Coach Dillingham 2 years ago. With the portal opening in January, Coach McGuire, what's the key to balancing your team and the portal in the month of December?
One, you have to have great trust in your personnel staff. You know, we have a really strong personnel staff, and so you've got to have a really strong trust. I've got a great GM in James Blanchard, who's able to do a lot of work for the coaches while we're getting ready for games. So I think that's important. Your operations staff, you got to have a good group that they're dedicated to that whenever that portal opens. You know, that's another reason that I think it's very important to move the calendar as far as moving the national championship back, because this year, you know, if any of us are fortunate enough to play on January 25th, we're going to have our current team, we're going to have our mid-year freshmen, and we're going to have our transfer portal guys all on campus in the locker room at the same time. You know, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what we're going to have to do. And so your operations staff and your personnel staff have to be elite at what they do, and you got to trust them to do their job.
Yeah, for us, we're going to focus on our players, the 105 guys who chose to be Sun Devils, and we're going to finish the season. And when we get there, we'll worry about what we're going to build the next team. Maybe that's a little old school, maybe that's not right, but I'm going to take everybody in our facility and I'm going to put 100% effort into these guys that chose Arizona State, not guys that were trying to become members of Arizona State. So I don't really worry about much other than the 105 guys who chose to be Sun Devils. I put all my focus into those 105 guys. We lose out on a lot of guys in recruiting. That's okay. There'll be 105 guys who want to be on our football team and who want to, you know, be a part of what we're doing, and we go all in on that.
We have the 2 longest tenured coaches in the Big 12 with us here. So I'll pose this question to you, Coach Sitake and Coach Saranda. It's not lost on anyone here the number of players from the Big 12 chosen in the NFL draft this past year, 38, including 11 over the first 2 rounds. Coach Sitake, how would you describe the way this league amasses and develops talent?
Well, I think my first response was the leadership that the coaches have, but it's the resources and the knowledge of putting into these young men to develop them. So that part is still development. There's no one and dones in college football. They have to play at least 3 years. And so there's got to be a commitment in their future and commitment for them. And when it's all said and done, we're still focused on them trying to get a degree in education. And all these men believe like I do, which is let's help these young men focus on their life and what's going to sustain them throughout their entire lives. And that's getting a degree, receiving an education. And if the opportunity comes to go to the NFL, then that's the NFL as well. I think giving that confidence, knowing that they have their life set and that they have a backup plan just in case the NFL doesn't work, gives them a little bit more confidence.
I think there's a lot of coaches up here that recruit the state of Texas, and there's such great coaching in this state, and in the guys that are being developed and in put in competitive situations from a really early age and learn to be gamers and show up at the brightest moments and when the lights are on and the whole thing. And so to be able to recruit them as their high schoolers, but then also if they leave the state and be able to bring them back and be able to play, you have a second chance of recruiting that kid. I think there's a lot of that going on, and those guys are becoming NFL draft picks. And so I think there's a lot of interest in playing in this league. I think they see the value in it. They see the brands that are being developed here. And so whether you're getting them out of high school or you're getting them for the second time around in the transfer portal, it makes it an exciting place to be.
A lot of interest in playing in the league and a lot of interest in watching the league. Commissioner Yormark talked about the spike in viewership in the league last season, and I'll pose this question to Coach Sanders and to Coach Frost. The environments in the Big 12 are among the best in college football. Coach Sanders, you've played in so many great stadiums over the course of your career. What are some of the environments you think about when you think of Big 12 football?
Well, you don't want to go in there and play against Joey without a helmet on.
Hey, we stopped throwing tortillas.
We stopped throwing tortillas. I got hit with one. But anyway, let me tell you something, man. The environments are unbelievable. And like Coach said earlier, these guys up here can coach their butts off. And the environments that they've created, the atmosphere that they've created, just the persona that they created that you got to go into, it is unbelievable. And the thing that everyone shares, you know you're going to have to fight. No one's going to lay down for you. No one's going to just turn over and let you just take advantage of them. You got to fight. And I love every last bit of it. It's a challenge to all these men. Like Coach said, we all get along. I got love and respect for each guy on this podium as well as the guys previously. But I love Big 12 football. I really do. I really do. And I think it's amongst the best, arguably the best. We don't get the credit like that, but it's amongst the best.
Coach Frost?
Yeah, same. I was part of Big 12 as a player right when the Big 12 got started. And I'd say that I love the college towns and the college feel of all these places. It's unbelievable. I've been to almost every stadium. It's different environments, it's different parts of the country, different scenery in every place, but man, there's great fan bases, and I'll say it again, from top to bottom, you know, this league, you have to be ready to play every week because of the level of coaching and playing in this league, and I think that makes an exciting game, and we're going to continue to attract more fans because of the style of football that's being played.
Well, I know one theme in speaking with several of the coaches here is that we've asked you what you've been up to. You've said this is vacation week. So we appreciate those of you who are on vacation joining us here at Big 12 Media Days. It's been a lot of fun speaking with all of you and diving in on your teams this season. Thank you to all the coaches for being here. Good luck and good health this season.
Thank you.